dotting his forehead. His once pristine shirt was now soaked, clinging to his back. He attempted to escort this increasingly frantic young master back to the private room to quell the uproar swiftly. Chen Xiao's entourage looked on with agitation, threateningly regarding Manager Lung. Who do you think you are? Chen Xiao calls you manager out of respect for your boss. But you truly think you hold any significance? Chen Mingxian also erupted in fury, his voice rendered hoarse and high-pitched by the influence of alcohol. Indeed, who do you think you are? I merely came here for a drink and to make a friend. Why are you dragging me into this? He declared, puffing out his chest. In this city, I, Chen Xiao, am a person of considerable repute. You should know better than to provoke me. With the assistance of his subordinates, Chen Xiao forcefully broke free from Manager Lung's grip. He staggered a few steps and charged toward Wang Yu's booth. Chen Mingxian was a regular patron of the bar, with a consumption record amounting to millions since its inception, a testament to his status as one of its most significant clientele. Having always been the center of attention, he felt incensed seeing Wang Yu garnering such prominence, especially with companions as strikingly beautiful as his. Fueled by alcohol and the encouragement of his friends, his anger mounted. In this city, he was regarded as a prominent figure, familiar to the members of various influential families. Wang Yu, merely a provincial bumpkin, in his eyes. Manager Lung's expression shifted between shades of pale and flushed, realizing that trouble was brewing. Both individuals present were affluent, and he could not afford to bear the consequences should anything occur. He hastily summoned the security team, attempting to regain control of the situation while frantically reporting to his superior on his phone. Wang Yu was engaged in light-hearted conversation with several flight attendants, initially believing the commotion on the dance floor would soon dissipate. To his surprise, however, the adversary had approached his booth. "Hey girl, come share a drink with me," Chen Mingxian declared, swaggering to the table and plopping down with an air of arrogance. Though directed at Shen Qingya, his gaze lingered on Wang Yu, clearly imbued with a provocative intent. Shen Qingya's face betrayed her unmasked disdain as she sought Wang Yu's assistance. The others remained silent, aware that this booth belonged to Wang Yu, making it his territory. The audacity of Chen Mingxuan's actions was an undeniable provocation, igniting curiosity about Wang Yu's response. Wang Yu turned to Manager Lung and inquired, "Who is this gentleman?" "Young Master Wang, this is Chen Mingxian, the only son of the Chen family," Manager Lung swiftly interjected, wearing a disingenuous smile that belied his desperate plea for Wang Yu to avoid confrontation with Chen Mingxian. He, as a mere bar manager, could not withstand the repercussions of such a clash. Wang Yu raised an eyebrow, a smirk playing on his lips as he regarded Chen Mingxian. "Chen Xiao, it seems drinking should be a mutual affair. Your approach appears rather presumptuous." Chen Mingxian scoffed, "Kid, don't put on an act. I simply wish to drink with this girl. Are you unwilling to let that happen?" Wang Yu gently shook his head. "Your statement lacks substance. However, since Chen Xiao is so eager, I shan't dampen your spirits. How about this? Let us engage in a drinking contest. The first to succumb to the effects of alcohol shall lose, and the loser must roll out of here to the entrance. What do you say?" Upon hearing this, Chen Mingxuan's eyes sparkled with excitement. A seasoned drinker himself, he felt confident in his abilities against this outsider. He promptly responded, "All right, you said it. Just don't come crying for mercy later. Now, how shall we proceed? Wang Yu 1 cup per person. Whoever collapses first loses. What do you think?" Chen Mingxian provocatively gazed at Wang Yu. "All right. Manager Lung, bring out some stronger liquor. Champagne is rather dull." "Very well, just a moment," Manager Lung replied, promptly communicating with someone through his earpiece. Following their cue, he acquiesced to Chen Mingxian's request. Soon, the server swiftly presented several bottles of spirits. Chen Mingxian raised his glass and tilted his head back, downing the liquor with abandon, allowing it to spill over the corners of his mouth, soaking his expensive collar. After finishing 1 glass, he slammed the cup onto the table with a show of bravado. "Your turn." Wang Yu, however, remained unperturbed, a faint smile gracing his lips as he slowly lifted his glass and drank it in one go, savoring it as if it were a fine vintage rather than this fiery spirit. After 6 rounds, Chen Mingxian began to sway unsteadily, his eyes clouded with haze. Yet, he stubbornly refused to concede, muttering, "One more, I'm not drunk yet." Manager Lung looked on with concern. "Young Master Chen, perhaps it's best to stop drinking." Wang Yu, however, maintained his composure, as if these potent spirits were mere water to him. After yet another round, Chen Mingxian could no longer hold back and retched violently, the vomit splattering onto the floor, exuding a pungent odor. Furious and humiliated, particularly before this out-of-towner in his eyes, Chen Mingxian, a man of stature, felt his dignity slip away. He was imbued with extraordinary resilience. He was unafraid of liquor. Anyone who dared to challenge him would ultimately bow down. Wang Yu, holding his glass, took a delicate sip and remarked, with such a drinking capacity, perhaps you should join the children's table. Li Na, witnessing Chen Mingxuan's disgrace, couldn't he help but burst into laughter, joined by several flight attendants nearby, all wearing amused expressions. Are you mocking me? Chen Mingxian advanced menacingly. His expression darkened as he fixed his gaze on Li Na. With his esteemed status, the girls in the bar typically vied for his favor and respect. Wang Yu's derision only fueled his humiliation further, igniting a furious rage within him. Li Na waved her hand dismissively, shaking her head. I merely recalled something amusing. Vile creature. Chen Mingxian fumed, surveying the room before his glare settled on Wang Yu. I won't forget this. An outsider dares to insult me. I'll ensure you find it impossible to remain in the Magic City. Observing Chen Mingguan's wrathful demeanor, Li Na instinctively inched closer to Velgu. A hint of fear in her expression. Threatening me? Wang Yu chuckled heartily, reclining in his seat and regarding him as one would a clown. Though Wang Yu's temperament was mild, it did not imply he was devoid of anger. Chapter 26. The unraveled jester. Who do you think you are, putting on airs? Just because you've spent a little money, you presume everyone must indulge you? With such a drinking capacity, how dare you challenge me? What gives you the audacity? Wang Yu rose, pointing an accusatory finger at Chen Mingxian. You think you're something? You're nothing but a worthless fool. Wang Yu's words pierced Chen Mingxuan's heart with a cruel intensity. Chen Mingxuan's eyes instantly reddened. Although the Chen family could be considered wealthy, they were ultimately nouveau riches. In the elite circles of the Magic City, where affluence abounded and hierarchies were strictly maintained, they were looked down upon by the old aristocratic families due to their lack of heritage. The one thing Chen Mingxian loathed most was being accused of having no money. He could hardly bear such an affront. How dare he? With eyes ablaze, Chen Mingxian seized a bottle of liquor from the table, intending to smash it over Wang Yu's head. However, the vigilant security team would not allow him the opportunity to inflict harm. Wang Yu felt a pang of regret. He had hoped to test the capabilities of his enhanced physique. With a resounding crash, the bottle shattered upon striking the ground, unleashing a torrent of spirits that left the scene in disarray. Chen Mingxian was firmly restrained on the sofa by the security personnel. Let me go. Do you know who I am? He shouted, struggling amidst the chaos. Release young Master Chen. Whatever the issue, it's not worth the trouble, pleaded several anxious underlings. Thwarted by the security, they paced back and forth like ants on a hot stove, their faces reflecting urgency and panic as they fixated helplessly on Chen Mingxian. Pinned to the sofa, Wang Yu remained composed, calmly picking up a napkin to wipe the liquor-soaked phone. He then stood, towering over Chen Mingxian, and remarked, why bother? I had no intention of engaging with someone so inconsequential, yet you insist on making a spectacle before me. I will kill you, Chen Mingxian roared, eyes wide with fury as he attempted to rise from the sofa, only to be held down firmly by the security. Just you wait. This is not over. I will make you regret ever coming to the Magic City, he declared, having completely lost his composure. He had never endured such humiliation in his life. I await your challenge, Wang Yu replied, expression unyielding. Is it wealth you seek? Connections? Resources? Whatever you wish to contest, I shall meet you in kind. Just hope you do not find yourself, as you are now, a mere dog pinned down in impotent rage. Competing in wealth? In connections? He had plenty of both. Not to mention his background was unrivaled, with few families in all of Huagua able to compare. Even the richest scion dared not boast before him, let alone the support of both his grandfather and maternal grandfather. In Huagua, what could he possibly fear? Since his rebirth, having come to understand his family lineage, he was aware that he would stand atop the world's hierarchy in this life. He had refrained from revealing his background earlier, deeming it unnecessary. Yet, should anyone dare to provoke him, Wang Yu was more than willing to engage. Before him, Chen Mingxian was of little significance. In a fit of rage, Chen Mingxian screamed, wishing nothing more than to obliterate Wang Yu. As he continued to struggle, he stumbled and fell to the ground, where shards of glass pierced his face. Blood streamed from the wounds, painting a grotesque visage, rendering him a fearsome sight. He felt as though he might explode with fury. Manager Lung was taken aback upon witnessing Chen Mingxian collapse to the ground, his face marred with shards of glass and blood streaming profusely. His complexion turned ashen with alarm. In a state of frantic urgency, he rushed forward, calling out loudly, young Master Chen, are you all right? Quickly, Help young Master Chen get up. At the base of the dance floor, several subordinates, unable to heed the security team's impediments, rushed forward in a frenzy. They clumsily assisted Chun Mingxian, despite his bloodied visage, bore an expression ignited by a seething fury. What are you all doing? Did you not see that I was attacked? Give me that scoundrel. I will take full responsibility for any consequences. Chun Mingxuan's gaze was sinister, his demeanor increasingly deranged, and the pain on his face distorted his voice. At that moment, he had completely lost his reason, consumed solely by a burning hatred for Wang Yu. Quick, stop them. Manager Lung urged, young master. Let us leave this place and tend to your wounds in the private room. Perceiving the situation spiraling further out of control, he hastily directed the security personnel to intercept the agitated subordinates. He was acutely aware that if Chun Mingxian were to act recklessly again, the repercussions would be dire, and his own position as manager would be jeopardized. Under the security's restraint, Chun Mingxian and his few subordinates were escorted away from the booth. Chun Mingxian bellowed from the dance floor, refusing to return to his private room. Your bar needs to enhance its security. Do not let just anyone through, or you will diminish the standing of your establishment. Wang Yu observed coldly, addressing Manager Long. Just because you've had a few drinks, you think you're exceptional, that you are the prince of the Magic City. Although a conflict had arisen between him and Chun Mingxian, he recognized that it was also the bar's security that had failed in its duty. As a paying patron, he was entirely justified in expressing such sentiments to Manager Lung. Indeed, you are correct. Manager Lung nodded earnestly. I will rectify this matter immediately, regardless of the circumstances. It is our bar's oversight for not maintaining order. He added apologetically, I am sorry, Mr. Wang, for disturbing your evening. Very well, you may handle it, Wang Yu replied, observing that Chun Mingxian was unlikely to relent easily. Are you blind? I'm the one injured, not him. Why are you blocking me? Chun Mingxian, thwarted by the security's efforts, vented his frustration at them and Manager Lung, berating them with pointed accusations. I have spent so much money in your bar, and this is how you treat me? Let me pass. I intend to teach that outsider a lesson. Manager Lung cast a detached glance at Chun Mingxian, ignoring his tirade. Although Chun Mingxian was a regular patron, the owner had explicitly instructed to prioritize Wang Yu's safety. Thus, Manager Lung naturally leaned in favor of Wang Yu. As the crowd around them grew larger, drawn by the commotion, they gawked at Chun Mingxuan's raucous display. Young Master Wang, there are too many eyes here. Perhaps we should retreat to a private room. I will handle this situation, Manager Lung suggested, noticing the increasing number of onlookers. No need, Wang Yu replied. Wang Yu waved his hand, pointing at Chun Mingxian below, declaring, I shall remain here. Does he not wish for me to regret coming to this city? I shall see what he is truly capable of. Manager Lung, upon hearing this, felt an intensifying headache, uncertain of how to manage the situation. Get down here. I will make you pay, he shouted. You, surnamed Lung, come here as well. If I do not deal with you today, I shall not bear the surname Chun. Your bar shall not continue to operate. Those who offend the Chen family shall find no respite. Chun Mingxian continued to hurl insults from below, then turned to his subordinates, saying, Smash everything. If you do not make my life difficult, then none of you shall have a good time. Destroy this wretched place. He raged, seizing a bottle of wine and hurling it to the ground. His lackeys exchanged glances. They were acutely aware of whose territory this bar belonged to, and while they were loyal to young Master Chun, they remained sober while he was inebriated. Yet, witnessing the madness in Chun Mingxuan's eyes, they dared not disobey his command. They began smashing nearby bottles and stools with fervor. The sound of shattering glass, clashing furniture, and women's screams melded into chaos. The patrons of the bar, startled by the unexpected upheaval, scrambled away from Chun Mingxian, shrieking in panic. The once vibrant music of the dance floor ceased abruptly, plunging the scene into disarray. Quick! Stop them! Everyone, cease at once! Manager Lung shouted, veins throbbing on his forehead, attempting to quell the frenzy, but his voice was wholly drowned out by the cacophony. Oh, why must this happen? Once sober, they will surely regret this. Helpless, he could only stand by, observing the rampage led by Chun Mingxian, internally lamenting the potential loss of his managerial position amidst such chaos. Meanwhile, Wang Yu sat comfortably on the sofa in the VIP area, observing the pandemonium with an air of indifference akin to watching a circus performance. He addressed the women beside him, continue drinking. Do not let their antics spoil the mood. With that, he downed a glass of champagne in one swift motion. The women, glancing at one another in fear, huddled closer to Wang Yu, raising their glasses to join him. Just then, A languid yet imposing voice cut through the tumult. Who dares to claim that my bar cannot continue to operate? Boss. Manager Long, as if spotting a lifeline, quickly turned and addressed the young man with utmost respect. Wang Yu, intrigued by the voice, raised an eyebrow and turned to see a young man approaching, sauntering with an air of nonchalance. Appearing to be in his late 20s, he was tall and lean, standing at nearly 6 feet, with an ambiguous weight that left one guessing. Following him were several bodyguards clad in black suits, each robust and alert, their earpieces signaling their professionalism. This was none other than the internet sensation known as the National Husband, Wang Xikong, often referred to as the entertainment industry's watchdog. It is Wang Xikong. My love, look over here. Hello, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone for their unwavering support of the bar. Let the revelry continue. The crowd, increasingly fervent, surged forward, eager to capture a moment with Wang Xikong. The year 2018 marked a meteoric rise for Wang Xikong, with an overwhelming number of fans nationwide, a testament to his immense popularity. The presence of security personnel, alongside Wang Xikong's bodyguards, barely managed to maintain order amidst the chaos. Observing the tumultuous scene, with scattered bottles and several individuals entangled with security, a flicker of displeasure crossed Wang Xikong's eyes. Chen Mingxian, still bellowing, felt a jolt as a young man approached. Instinctively, he swallowed back his curses, retracting his neck in submission. His mind momentarily cleared. He silently regretted causing a ruckus in this establishment. What on earth are you doing? It's utter chaos, and you stand there watching. Manager Lung trembled slightly, lowering his head to explain, Boss, this incident occurred so abruptly, we haven't had the chance to. Silence. Attend to your duties and restore order, ensuring no photos circulate. I shall handle the rest, Wang Xikong commanded, gesturing for Manager Lung to depart. He then turned his gaze towards Chen Mingxian and remarked, I wondered who it was. Turns out to be you, Chen Mingxian. Do you dare to cause trouble in my domain? Wang Xikong approached Chen Mingxian, rhythmically patting his still bleeding face. A mocking expression adorned his features. Brother Wang, it hurts. Please be gentle. I was intoxicated earlier. My sincerest apologies. I shall cover all losses. Kindly show me mercy. Despite the wounds on his face bleeding profusely, Chen Mingxian remained motionless, enduring Wang Xikong's incessant tapping. Upon hearing Chen Mingxian's pleas, Wang Xikong's demeanor darkened. If memory serves me right, this is your second disturbance in my bar. The first was due to a woman. Now, it is again for a woman. If you cannot control your baser instincts, I would not hesitate to sever them, to prevent future troubles. Chen Mingxian's expression shifted, instinctively shielding his lower body and recoiling. Wang Xikong continued, I previously cleaned up after you without holding you accountable, but I warned you there would be no next time. It appears you have not taken my words to heart. His tone was grave, yet his actions remained relentless. With blood streaming down his face, Chen Mingxian dared not move, devoid of his earlier bravado. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he forced a conciliatory smile and said, Brother Wang, all faults lie with me. I deeply apologize. This incident was incited by an outsider, and I could not let such an affront pass. Please, grant me leniency this time. I assure you, it shall not happen again. In a moment of desperation, Chen Mingxian retrieved a Lamborghini car key from his pocket and extended it to Wang Xikong, saying, Brother Wang, please take this as compensation for tonight's misfortunes. A pang of regret surged within him, as this was a hard-won gift from his father. Wang Xikong toyed with the key before tossing it to a nearby bodyguard, declaring, Leave now, and ensure you behave in the future. Should there be a next time, it would not merely be a matter of one vehicle. Fear not, Brother Wang. There shall be no next time. Hurry along. Chen Mingxian cast a grateful glance at Wang Xikong, swiftly summoning a few of his subordinates to depart from the bar. The dignity he had lost tonight felt as if it had been cast into the Pacific Ocean. He was acutely aware that individuals are not all cut from the same cloth. He could provoke Wang Yu and even entertain thoughts of striking him. Yet before Wang Xikong, he dared not utter a single harsh word. He recognized his own modest background. He was unworthy even to carry Wang Xikong's shoes. As for calling the police, Chen Mingxian could never stoop to such an act, and moreover, it would prove futile. The circles of the affluent are rife with unspoken rules. Once crossed, the delicate balance is shattered. For Chen Mingxian, thriving in the metropolis would be an impossibility. Damn it, what a farce. Those lacking strength strut about more arrogantly than I do. Damn it. Wang Xikong observed the departing figures of Chen Mingxian and his entourage, offering a cold chuckle. He then dismissed the matter, leaving it to Manager Lung and others to handle. The crowd that had gathered to witness the spectacle felt a pang of disappointment now that there was no longer any drama to behold. The music in the venue surged once more, and the bar's lively performer took to the stage, invigorating the atmosphere. Truly, a sensation worth millions. Her enchanting form and captivating dance reignited the energy of the crowd. Observing the scene return to its normalcy, Wang Xikong turned and approached booth 01. With a smile, he extended his hand and said, "You must be Wang Yu, the one spoken of by the Bulgari Hotel. I am Wang Xikong, one of the investors in this bar." Wang Yu, upon realizing this, also rose to his feet and shook hands with Wang Xikong, saying, "I have long admired your reputation. Meeting you today, it is indeed as illustrious as I have heard." "Ha ha ha, it is merely a name, not worth mention. Please, have a seat. Let the waiter pour us some drinks. I know you hail from Rome province." After taking his seat, Wang Xikong raised an eyebrow and smiled at Wang Yu. Chapter 28, The More Friends, the more paths you know of me? Wang Yu could not help but display a look of astonishment. It is worth noting that his personal information is subjected to stringent confidentiality measures, with nary a trace of him to be found online. However, it is not entirely surprising that Wang Xikong, the son of a tycoon, would be aware of his identity. Families of a certain stature have always placed great importance on the collection and integration of information. After all, when nurturing the next generation, it is essential to discern whom one can offend and with whom one can form alliances. Failing to do so could lead to catastrophic consequences for the family. Even Wang Yu's tightly guarded personal information would appear transparent before such esteemed families. Indeed, the esteemed heir of the Xianfeng Heavy Industry Group, the sole scion of the Wang and Xia families. Currently, he is a sophomore at the Shanghai University of Finance and Economics, correct? I have long wished to make your acquaintance. Little did I expect to meet you under such circumstances. A faint smile graced Wang Xikong's lips as he continued. We are both young, and you must understand that in this circle, information is a valuable resource. As a descendant of a prominent family, I naturally pay special attention to individuals like you. So, you're indeed the heir of Xianfeng Heavy Industry Group. No wonder your generosity knows no bounds. Indeed, Xianfeng Heavy Industries Group and Yida Group stand as the pinnacle of enterprises in our esteemed Huagua. At that moment, Shun Qingya and Li Na realized the truth. Awakening from their reverie, it was no wonder that Wang Yu, so youthful yet affluent, was the scion of the Xianfeng Group. This revelation made everything clear. Chun Mingyao's complexion gradually flushed, her eyes shimmering with uncertainty as she instinctively clenched her fingers, silently vowing to devise every possible means to seize Wang Yu away from Shun Qingya's side, even if she had to settle for a lesser position. She was determined to be part of it. Upon hearing this, Wang Yu silently admired Wang Xizong's keen insight and extensive connections. He recognized that befriending someone like Wang Xikong, a national darling, could potentially facilitate his integration into the elite circles of Shanghai's affluent second generation. The current Wang Xikong was a far cry from the despondent figure he would become in a few years. Although Yida Group would later face a crisis, his father had persevered, gradually repaying debts, earning genuine admiration. Unlike certain other companies that merely exploited the hard-earned savings of ordinary citizens, Wang Xikong's family had managed to navigate through adversity. You are quite well informed, Wang Yu remarked calmly, responding with a hint of indifference. However, I sincerely hope that our acquaintance is not solely predicated on our family backgrounds. He acknowledged that it was not a concern if his background became known. It might even yield certain advantages in social situations, particularly to prevent incidents like tonight's from occurring. Naturally, Wang Xikong chuckled heartily. In that case, I must express my gratitude to Chen Mingxian. Without him, we might never have crossed paths. He continued with a laugh. Speaking of which, we both share the surname Wang. Hail from Rome province. Perhaps we were kin 500 years ago. I consider you a friend from this day forth. Wang Yu raised an eyebrow and suddenly inquired, by the way, what gave Chen Mingxian the audacity to act so brazenly in your bar? Wang Xikong scoffed. It's not much to speak of. His family is involved in construction and earthworks, scraping by with another real estate company. The entire Chun family doesn't he even boast a fortune of 10 billion. He is the sole heir of his generation, so he has grown accustomed to arrogance. He has caused disturbances in my bar before. I let him off due to his regular spending. Who knew he would bite off more than he could chew this time? I thought he was of greater significance, claiming I wouldn't be able to stay in Shanghai. How amusing. Wang Yu chuckled derisively. I look forward to seeing what tricks he has up his sleeve next. This is merely a trifling matter. With my intervention, he won't dare to act so presumptuously again. What transpired earlier was merely a breath of relief for you. Wang Sikong, reveling in his misfortune, added, even if I hadn't intervened, encountering you would have spelled disaster for him. Does he truly believe that a modicum of status grants him the right to swagger through Shanghai? His downfall is inevitable. I haven't even disclosed your identity as the heir of Xianfeng Group. Otherwise, he would surely be terrified. If his father knew he had crossed you, he would likely rush over to apologize. This fellow has always sought to associate with me, hoping to latch onto the Wang family's fortunes. This incident serves to teach him a lesson. Wang Sikong, usually disapproving of him, had concealed his hand earlier, refraining from revealing Wang Yu's identity. Haha, you're quite mischievous. Wang Yu chuckled in response. Wang Sikong laughed heartily. You're still the one who knows me best. Tonight, we shall drink until we can no longer stand. Drink until we can no longer stand, Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. He had never feared anyone in the realm of alcohol. Suddenly, Wang Sitsong's expression shifted as he glanced at Shun Qingya, who was entwined with Wang Yu's arm. Curiosity piqued, he inquired, and who might this be? This is my girlfriend, Shun Qingya, and these are her close friends, Wang Yu said, taking Shun Qingya's hand and generously introducing her to Wang Sikong. Hello, Principal, Shun Qingya said softly, a hint of shy crimson gracing her cheeks. Her heart swelled with joy. Wang Yu's initiative to introduce her to his friends was undoubtedly a sign of his affirmation. Hello. Wang Sikong nodded slightly, his gaze sweeping over the four charming beauties beside Wang Yu, before teasingly remarking, your sister-in-law is quite beautiful, but you should be cautious. Though still young, don't wear yourself out. Nonsense. Even if I were to be ruined, she wouldn't, Wang Yu retorted with irritation. What a joke. Even with just Zhang Ro and Shun Qingya, he was confident he could handle it, let alone with 3 or 5 more. Come, everyone. Let us raise a toast first, Wang Sikong said, his face beaming with joy. This first glass is to celebrate my acquaintance with Wang Yu. Cheers. Everyone raised their glasses, the crisp clinking resonating throughout the opulent space. Wang Yu tilted his head back and downed his drink, while Shun Qingya merely sipped, as she was not accustomed to alcohol and did not wish to dampen the mood. After several rounds of drinks, Wang Sikong was completely unrestrained, regaling tales of his illustrious achievements and amusing anecdotes from the Grand City. The crowd listened with rapt attention, and Li Na could hardly contain her laughter. The sound of her melodious laughter echoed continuously. At that moment, Shun Qingya felt someone tugging at her clothing. Turning to look, she saw Li Na giving her a knowing glance. What's wrong? I need to use the restroom. This place is so vast, I'm afraid I'll get lost. Will you accompany me? All right, I need to go as well. Subsequently, Shun Qingya leaned close to Wang Yu's ear and said, Dear, Li Na and I are stepping out to the restroom. We'll be back shortly. Wang Yu smiled and nodded, indicating he understood. In the restroom, Shun Qingya and Li Na stood before the mirror touching up their makeup. Li Na suddenly remarked, Qingya, I didn't realize Wang Yu is the heir of Xianfeng Heavy Industries. Indeed, I hadn't expected it either. I only knew his background was likely impressive, but it's truly remarkable, Shun Qingya sighed, reflecting on her good fortune. Do you think I'm particularly lucky? Don't be too pleased too soon, Li Na cautioned. The reason I asked you to accompany me was to remind you that men like Wang Yu, with wealth, are never short of women. If he desires, there would be a multitude of women vying for his attention. Did you not see Chen Mingyao's gaze? It was as if she wished to devour Wang Yu. Shun Qingya frowned and asked, Are you certain? How could I not be? I can see through her little intentions. As soon as Li Na's words fell, Shun Qingya was immediately flustered. She had never anticipated that even her most trusted sister would betray her. In her agitation, she resolved to confront Chen Mingyao for clarification. Wait, don't rush. Li Na swiftly interjected, a teasing glint in her eyes as she regarded Shun Qingya. Don't be hasty. There are many women vying for Wang Yu's attention. Are you going to confront them all? Furthermore, a wealthy man like Wang Yu is unlikely to have just one woman. What you need to do is leverage your strengths and at least secure a place in his heart. As if to bolster Shun Qingya's confidence, Li Na clenched her fist tightly, encouraging her with fervor. Your looks and figure are your greatest assets, your advantages. However, nothing is absolute. It's best to take the initiative. With resolve, Li Na continued, Tomorrow, I'll help you request a day off and shift your schedule to the day after. Strive to win Wang Yu over tonight. Shun Qingya stood in a daze, staring blankly at Li Na, suddenly feeling an unfamiliarity in her presence. The once jovial and playful friend now seemed to wear an entirely different facade, making her hesitant to recognize her. Is this still my amusing best friend? Reality can be harsh. You know, I've always dreamed of finding a wealthy man like Wang Yu. Li Na sighed, casting a resigned glance at Shen Qingya. You're my best friend, and I want to compete with you, but if Wang Yu offers me a chance, don't blame me. Do not regard Wang Yu as an ordinary person. Just because he is young does not mean he can be easily manipulated. Such wealthy individuals possess far more experience than you can imagine. Never attempt to outsmart him. Simply obey, and that will ensure your steady place by his side. Do you understand? Shen Qingya seemed to be frozen, standing still in silence for what felt like an eternity before finally lifting her head. I understand. Thank you, Nana. If Wang Yu truly has feelings for you, I want to hold it against you. Her words were sincere. Although Li Na's frankness was somewhat difficult for Shen Qingya to digest at the moment, she recognized that her intentions were rooted in genuine concern for her well-being. Rest assured, Nana, it won't be easy for other women to snatch Wang Yu away. After all, I knew him first, and he pursued me. Shen Qingya slightly raised her chin, exuding confidence in her appearance and figure. However, we should head out now. Wang Yu must be waiting for quite some time. She hastily retouched her makeup in the mirror and rushed out of the restroom. Li Na chuckled as she watched her retreating figure, waving her hand playfully. At the booth, the atmosphere was electric. The little panda, who was supposed to perform on stage, was now energetically entertaining Wang Yu and Wang Xikong. With captivating dance moves and an enchanting figure, like willow branches swaying in the breeze, complemented by the alluring hint of black stockings, the performance radiated sensual allure. The pulsating music amplified the vibrant ambience, igniting the scene with fervor. The kaleidoscopic lights danced upon the figure of the little Totoro, intricately outlining its enchanting silhouette. The surrounding crowd erupted in cheers and shrieks, lost in the intoxicating revelry of the moment. The delicate features of the Totoro appeared even more alluring under the ambient glow, its captivating eyes casting flirtatious glances towards Wang Yu and Wang Xikong. Those eyes seemed to weave strands of affection, capable of ensnaring souls. Wang Yu, holding a glass, sipped slowly alongside Wang Xikong, who wore a teasing smirk, jesting, "This little Totoro has captivated a legion of fans online with her sensual allure. Look at her now. Doesn't it seem she harbors some interest in us?" Wang Yu chuckled softly, replying, "Do not jump to conclusions. Perhaps she is simply performing." He felt no allure towards the Totoro. His aspirations for the evening lay elsewhere, and he cast a glance at the enchanting Shen Qingya nestled in his embrace. His anticipation growing. Shen Qingya appeared blissfully intoxicated, her soft form resting comfortably against Wang Yu, seemingly in a stupor. Simple? Do not be deceived by her fade. Wang Xikong raised an eyebrow, a glint of mischief in his gaze. Wang Yu's attention lingered on the Totoro, contemplating, and what of it? In this era where appearances reign supreme, relationships often resemble mere social cards. As the Totoro's performance reached its climax, she concluded with an irresistibly seductive pose. In that instant, the entire bar erupted like a powder keg. Bravo! Dance again! The crowd erupted into a thunderous ovation, their cheers and whistles echoing with such fervor that it seemed they might lift the bar's roof. The vibrant lights illuminated the Totoro, accentuating her alluring figure, while the crowd appeared enchanted, lost in the euphoric wave of revelry. Soon, the Totoro approached Wang Yu and Wang Xikong, her graceful gait reminiscent of a nimble kitten. In her hand, she held a glass, which shimmered enticingly under the lights. "Mr. Wang, Mr. Yu," she toasted, "I raise a glass to you both, expressing my gratitude for the invitation to perform tonight and for your esteemed presence." Her voice, akin to a nightingale's song, was laced with allure and charm, tugging at the heartstrings. Her gaze flitted between the two men, but lingered more on Wang Xikong, as if her eyes held a captivating spell. "Well performed. Tonight's star is our dear Yu. Let us not neglect our guest," Wang Xikong remarked with a knowing smile. Having indulged in copious libations prior to joining the table, he felt pleasantly lightheaded and sought to encourage Wang Yu to partake more. The Totoro playfully smiled, clinking glasses with Wang Xikong before turning to Wang Yu. "Mr. Yu, you must join me for a drink." Wang Yu initially intended to brush it off lightly. However, the Totoro's enchanting visage and delicate demeanor compelled him to indulge, leading him to consume several more glasses. The actions of the little dragon cat stirred discontent within Shen Qingya, whose brow furrowed and eyes glimmered with annoyance as she languidly reclined in Wang Yu's embrace, seemingly asserting her claim. The little dragon cat, oblivious to Shen Qingya's displeasure, inched closer to Wang Yu, its gaze towards her brimming with defiance, as if to declare, "What can you do about it?" despite the fury boiling within her. Shen Qingya could only suppress it, casting a fierce glare at the little dragon cat. Wang Yu, sensing the tension, turned to Li Na and the others, remarking, "Did you not see the principal drinking alone? It isn't every day that an ordinary person gets the chance to share a drink with him. This is a rare opportunity." Upon hearing this, Li Na and her companions raised their glasses, rallying towards Wang Sikong, exclaiming, "Principal, don't drink alone. Let us join you." With Wang Yu's encouragement, Zhou Jing and Xiao Xiao took the initiative. They had long desired to share a drink with Wang Sikong, yet the disparity in their social standings had rendered them hesitant. Now, mustering their courage, they feared provoking Wang Sikong's ire. One by one, they clinked glasses with him and downed their drinks. Wang Sikong chuckled, "Haha, no need for such formality." Watching Wang Yu and the little dragon cat grow increasingly close, Shen Qingya could no longer contain her agitation, exclaiming, "Did you not see how much he has already consumed? Why do you continue to pour for him? Wang Yu, you should stop drinking." The little dragon cat, unfazed and sporting an alluring smile, taunted, "Miss Shun, I am merely expressing my respect for young Master Yu. Why are you so flustered? Are you lacking in confidence?" Shen Qingya's face paled slightly with irritation. "Do not attempt to sow discord here. It is not your place as a dancer to concern yourself." She then turned to Wang Yu, playfully pouting in his embrace. Sensing the escalating situation, Wang Yu quickly intervened. "Let us all calm down. We are here to unwind tonight. Do not spoil the mood." Though Shen Qingya still harbored anger, she temporarily restrained herself under Wang Yu's soothing words, merely casting another fierce glare at the little dragon cat. Chapter 30. The entire venue's expenses covered by young Master Wang, as glasses clinked and the atmosphere reached a crescendo. Wang Yu turned to the little dragon cat nestled against him, stating, "Go tell them that I will cover the entire venue's expenses tonight." What? The little dragon cat was taken aback, thinking she had misheard. It is known that bars in the magical city are among the finest, with nightly revenues reaching at least several million. Although Wang Yu was the scion of a prominent group, it seemed implausible for him to possess such wealth at merely 20 years old, especially since he had yet to inherit his family's business. In her eyes, spending hundreds of thousands in a night already placed him among the wealthier second-generation heirs, given that many appeared affluent while relying on their female companions to foot the bill for their outings. "I said, I will cover the entire venue's expenses tonight. Do you understand?" Wang Yu had no choice but to raise his voice. For him, money was indeed of little consequence. With the double cashback effect in play, even the most extravagant spending would yield exponential returns. Before reaching a certain financial threshold, the distinction between having a little more or a little less is negligible. What truly matters is the acquisition of system points through consumption. That is of paramount importance. His ability to indulge in such a lavish lifestyle stems from the dual benefits of double cashback and exceptional health. The former provides financial support, while the latter ensures health security. Therefore, spending money is undeniably the fundamental principle. However, the points accumulated are still insufficient, leaving Wang Yu with no choice but to adopt a more ostentatious demeanor. The group of Wang Sikong, who were seated nearby drinking, were utterly astonished. "Wait, my friend." Wang Sikong was taken aback. Having spent so many years accustomed to spending extravagantly, he had never witnessed someone as lavish as Wang Yu. After all, no one's wealth comes effortlessly. As one of the bar's shareholders, he understood well that the bar's revenue for a single night could reach tens of millions. He could hardly bear to part with such sums. Shen Qingya was equally taken aback, covering her mouth in disbelief as she gazed at Wang Yu. "Is there a problem?" Wang Yu inquired, looking at Wang Sikong. "No, brother, you are truly impressive." Wang Sikong shook his head repeatedly, signaling to Manager Lung, who stood at a distance. Manager Lung immediately rushed over. Bowing slightly in front of Wang Sikong, he asked, "Boss, how may I assist you?" "Arrange for all expenses tonight to be covered by young Master Yu. Ensure that the presentation is grand. We must maintain face." "All expenses?" Manager Lung questioned, doubting his own hearing. This news genuinely shocked him. Having worked in the bar for many years and encountered numerous wealthy individuals, he had never met anyone quite as extravagant as Wang Yu. So extravagant it bordered on the absurd. "Is there an issue? Just provide the entire venue with a full set of the Divine Dragon package for every table, including scattered seats. Ensure everyone can partake, and should there be insufficient, let them order more. Just do not let anything go to waste," Wang Yu stated calmly. Manager Lung shook his head in disbelief before turning to manage the necessary arrangements. Before long, as the music in the bar softened, The lights focused on the area where Wang Yu and his companions were seated. Striking lights and dazzling beams created a unique visual spectacle. What was happening now? The atmosphere was soon filled with murmurs of curiosity. Boom, bang, bang, accompanied by the rhythm of the music and the sound of fireworks. A large naked-eye 3D screen on stage illuminated with bold letters. Thanks to Wang Yu, young Master Wang, for covering tonight's expenses. Wishing young Master Wang smooth sailing and abundant wealth. May fortune flow to your doorstep, earning riches by the day. Tonight, all expenses are on young Master Wang. Let us all express our gratitude to young Master Yu and wish him nights filled with revelry. The host on stage, visibly excited, bellowed passionately. Cheers and applause. The already boisterous bar erupted into a frenzy. Under Wang Xizong's urging, Wang Yu stood up alongside him, waving to the crowd below. A cascade of luminous ribbons unfurled from the backstage as hundreds of enchanting young women, clad in alluringly revealing attire, gracefully glided towards every corner of the venue, each bearing a box of drinks. The air was alive with a flurry of colorful confetti, while golden ribbons descended like they were free. At that moment, the stage's display shifted to showcase the images of Wang Yu and Wang Xicong. It's spades. I have yet to taste it. Wang Xiao exuded an impressive aura. The guests became increasingly animated, their bodies swaying with fervor. Bunny girls, adorned with rabbit ears, their figures voluptuous and their skin radiantly fair, surrounded the table of Wang Yu and his companions, dancing with abandon to the music. The host's exuberant voice resonated throughout the venue, prompting everyone present to chant the name of Yu Xiao. The atmosphere reached a crescendo, nearly bursting beyond the confines of the establishment, soaring into the heavens. Wang Yu's handsome visage and composed demeanor incited a wave of ecstatic shrieks from the female attendees, who were utterly captivated. Youthful and striking, he was the embodiment of a dreamlike idol. Had it not been for Manager Lung's foresight in arranging security to encircle the table, it is likely that Wang Yu and Wang Xizong would have been overwhelmed by the onslaught of admirers. Nevertheless, some girls, akin to fervent fans, made valiant attempts to breach the security barrier, calling out passionately, "Wang Xiao, let us exchange contact information. I can adopt any pose. I promise not to disappoint you. Principal, I adore you. Principal, let me in. I'm willing to do anything tonight." Their bold declarations caught Wang Yu off guard, inciting laughter from Wang Xizong as he observed Wang Yu's discomfort. With a casual demeanor, Wang Yu turned to a few flight attendants and remarked, "Let the drinks flow freely. If we can't finish them, let them spill on the floor. Qingya, pour some on my hands for a wash." He had long wished to replicate this classic scene from the movies. His calm declaration stirred excitement among the flight attendants, who exchanged glances, their hearts racing. At that moment, the magnetic allure of Wang Yu was palpable. Should he beckon them, they would undoubtedly surrender themselves to him without hesitation. Shen Qingya poured the drinks, her gaze fixed on Wang Yu, unable to suppress her admiration. She had to concede that his charm was simply overwhelming. A desire to conclude the evening's revelries and retreat to the hotel with Wang Yu surged within her. There was nothing wrong with that, Wang Yu mused, observing the frenzied crowd around him. Throughout history, the pursuit of wealth and desire has been the quintessential aspiration of mankind. Without ambition for wealth and power, one might find oneself bereft in the bustling metropolis. Chapter 31. Never think of leaving me behind. Beep. The system has detected a spending of 29,860,000 yuan, with a cashback of 59,720,000 yuan. Beep. Congratulations. The host has earned 2,986 system points. In the dead of night, the cool moonlight spilled across the streets. Outside the bar, the air was filled with raucous sounds, the ground littered with refuse. "You shall. We shall take our leave now." With a smile gracing her face, Chun Mingyao waved at Wang Yu and exchanged a glance laden with meaning, known only to the two of them. Subsequently, a few individuals assisted the inebriated Li Na into a chauffeur-driven vehicle arranged by Manager Lung, vanishing from the crowd's sight. Wang Yu felt a stir within, discreetly touching the small note in his pocket. "Let us return as well," suggested Shen Qingya. Her cheeks flushed as she embraced Wang Yu's arm, closely adhering to his side. At that moment, a pink Rolls-Royce Cullinan came to a halt before Wang Yu. Manager Lung alighted from the vehicle, opening the door for Wang Yu, and remarked, "Young Master Yu, our boss has had a bit too much to drink and has already departed. Given that you have also indulged, it wouldn't be prudent for you to drive. Before leaving, our boss specifically instructed us to take you home in his car. If you don't mind, we could drive your beloved vehicle back for you. or you may retrieve it at your convenience. Upon hearing this, Wang Yu appreciated the thoughtfulness of Wang Sikong, who not only arranged for the safe return of Li Na and the others, but also ensured his cherished car would be available for him. He had initially contemplated hiring a designated driver, but it seemed unnecessary now. All right, Wang Yu replied with nonchalance, handing the car keys to Manager Lung. It is our duty, as friends of our boss. Manager Lung smiled and replied, Young Master Yu, please get in the car and simply inform the driver of your destination. Wang Yu nodded and turned to Shun Qingya, saying, let's head back. Just as he was about to enter the vehicle, he suddenly recalled something and addressed Manager Lung. When I arrived, there was a security guard who assisted me with parking. Please have him come over. Though slightly perplexed, Manager Lung communicated via his earpiece. Moments later, a young security guard approached briskly, his eyes gleaming with anticipation as he inquired, Boss, what can I do for you? Wang Yu gestured towards Manager Lung, stating, have a drive my car back. Manager Lung handed the keys to the security guard, instructing, take young Master Yu's car back and follow the vehicle ahead closely. Do not lose sight of it. The security guard, standing at attention, accepted the keys and saluted. You are quite the character, Wang Yu remarked, nodding as he took Shun Qingya's hand and entered the pink Cullinan. As the door closed automatically, the young driver in a black suit turned to Wang Yu, respectfully asking, Young Master Yu, where to? To the Bulgari Hotel, he replied. Understood. The driver then pressed a button, and a partition slowly descended, creating a private space in the rear seats, obscuring the driver's view of the back. The vehicle smoothly exited the bar's entrance, with the security guard following closely in Wang Yu's McLaren. The atmosphere in the car was tranquil. Shun Qingya, with her legs drawn together, discreetly observed Wang Yu, feeling a mixture of trepidation and anticipation about what was to come. Suddenly, Wang Yu turned her face towards him, parting her tightly clenched teeth. Wang Yu's domineering kiss rendered Shun Qingya devoid of any will to resist. Her gaze gradually became hazy, compelling her body to draw ever closer to Wang Yu. Their breaths grew increasingly rapid. After an indeterminate span of time, Shun Qingya felt Wang Yu's hand unfastening her garments, which jolted her back to lucidity. She hastily reached out, patting Wang Yu, and exclaimed, No, not in the car. This is inappropriate. Wang Yu rolled down the window, inhaling the cool midnight air to regain his composure. Shun Qingya, gasping for fresh air, glanced toward the car partition, discovering it was securely shielded, preventing the driver from glimpsing their actions, which allowed her to breathe a sigh of relief. However, upon turning back, she found Wang Yu observing her with a knowing smile, saying, If not in the car, then perhaps at the hotel later? Shun Qingya's fair complexion flushed crimson in an instant. She bit her lip and retorted, I never said that. You naughty boy. With that, she playfully clenched her fist and lightly punched Wang Yu's chest, gazing at him with tender eyes. Her coy demeanor ignited a fervor within Wang Yu, prompting him to take a deep breath, fearing he might lose control. Young Master Yu, we have arrived, the driver announced. The roadways of the Magic City were clear in the dead of night, and soon the vehicle came to a steady stop at the entrance of the Bulgari Hotel. All right, the driver called out. Shun Qingya hurriedly adjusted her crumpled attire as she exited the car, feeling her legs weaken slightly. The memory of their earlier encounter made her acutely aware that, although the driver couldn't see, he could likely surmise their activities. The thought made her wish for a place to hide. Boss, here are your car keys. A security guard handed the keys to Wang Yu as he stepped out. Having parked his vehicle in the hotel's designated area, Wang Yu accepted the keys and retrieved 3 stacks of cash from the car, presenting 2 stacks to the young man before him, saying, Thank you. The young man's face lit up with delight as he beamed. Thank you, boss. Enjoy your time. Wang Yu nodded, then approached the driver's side, handing the remaining stack of cash to the driver. Please extend my gratitude to your employer. Young Master Yu. I cannot accept this, the driver insisted, shaking his head vigorously. Take it. You've been of assistance late at night, Wang Yu replied, patting the driver's shoulder before turning to take Shun Qingya's hand as they walked toward the hotel. Upon exiting the elevator, Butler Lin stood waiting, bowing slightly to Wang Yu and saying, Mr. Wang, welcome home. Wang Yu replied coolly. Inside the Bulgari suite, the dim lighting cast a gentle glow, illuminating their eager forms. Wang Yu stepped closer, tenderly enveloping Shun Qingya in his embrace, leaning down to softly kiss her lips. At times gentle, at others fervent, Wang Yu's warm hand glided over Shun Qingya's curves, gently pressing her closer to him. Everything around them faded into obscurity, leaving only their shared existence. Wang Yu's lips gradually descended, filled with boundless tenderness and desire. Shun Qingya embraced Wang Yu, her gaze filled with affection as she looked at his face. Wang Yu, will you take responsibility for me? Do you love me? As long as you do not leave me, you will forever be my woman. The so-called love in this world is merely the fleeting attraction at first sight. Shun Qingya gazed at Wang Yu, her adorable nose wrinkling as she said, So, did you only desire me for my looks? You're simply lusting after my body. Wang Yu replied, What is the difference between attraction and lust? If you stay with me, I can provide you with ample material security, allowing you to live the life you desire. Tell me, is that not enough love for you? Shun Qingya pondered for a moment before her face blossomed into a smile, and she embraced Wang Yu tightly, declaring, That's enough. I love you too. You shall never think of leaving me in this lifetime. Chapter 32. Live streaming rewards at 3 in the morning. The bustling metropolis had succumbed to silence. Wang Yu, however, was wide awake, sitting quietly on the living room sofa. His gaze fell upon the slumbering Shun Qingya, who resembled a little kitten, her dreams revealing a sweet and blissful smile. Wang Yu's thoughts began to wander as his hand unconsciously slipped into his pocket, retrieving a small piece of paper with a string of numbers written on it. This was the note that Chun Mingyao had stealthily slipped into his pocket while toasting him at the bar. Wang Yu chuckled softly and took out his phone to search for the number, adding it to his contacts. It seemed as though the other party had been waiting, as the friend request was approved almost instantly. A message soon popped up. Brother Wang Yu, it's Chun Mingyao. What is this? Curiosity piqued. Wang Yu wondered what the girl would say next. Would it align with his expectations? Brother Wang Yu, please don't reject me just yet. Give me a chance, okay? I want to be your woman too. Everything Shun Qingya can do, I can do. What she cannot do, I can do as well. I don't ask for much. Chun Mingyao's playful voice came through the phone clearly. Simple and direct, she expressed her desires candidly. How intriguing. Wang Yu chuckled softly and murmured, Wait until I have time. After a moment's thought, he replied, Although Chun Mingyao could not compare to Shun Qingya in terms of figure and beauty, she was undoubtedly a goddess-level beauty in the eyes of the ordinary. In her natural state, according to the system's scoring criteria, she would easily score above 90. In his past life, Wang Yu would have never had the opportunity to interact with such a woman. Yet now, he found no sense of impropriety or contempt in Chun Mingyao's boldness. In his view, a woman aspiring to be by the side of a wealthy man should possess such awareness. Chun Mingyao's current demeanor was quite impressive, showing a willingness to be open. Compared to spending time courting, her straightforward approach was certainly appealing. Subsequently, Wang Yu chose to ignore the messages from Chun Mingyao and instead open the live streaming room. The accumulation of points was still rather slow, and he felt it would be more efficient to seek out a lady in the stream for a quick round of rewards. Soon, in a mobile video, a charming young host, dressed in white stockings, captivated Wang Yu's attention as she danced. Appearing to be in her 20s, she performed the popular 2018 dance Lily. Upon finishing her performance, the host, known as Dodo Buqi Xiangkai, paused to interact with her viewers. Dear family, how did I dance? If you enjoyed it, please send me a little heart and follow me. Love you all. Dodo Buqi Xiangkai was a host with hundreds of thousands of followers, yet her live audience was modest, numbering just over 1,000. Wang Yu could see her dedication. Her dance was commendable, and her appearance was pleasing as well. Consequently, he linked his bank card, opened the gift menu, and promptly sent 100 carnival gifts. In an instant, the live stream was inundated with a flurry of gift effects. Dodo, who had been chatting with her fans, was momentarily taken aback. Wow, where did this big shot come from? And they're only level 1. The host felt fortunate to encounter such a benefactor and quickly encouraged her viewers to show their appreciation. Dodo pinched her thigh hard. This isn't a dream. I must be dreaming. Coming back to her senses, she exclaimed, Thank you, Brother Wu Yu, for the 200 carnival gifts. I love you. It was Dodo's first experience receiving such a bounty of gifts, and she marveled at Brother Wu Yu's charm. Let me dance for you, brother. What kind of dance do you like? I can perform any for you. The atmosphere in the live stream ignited with excitement. A viewer remarked, A big shot has arrived in the stream. It seems Dodo is about to rise. Another chimed in, Host, how about a sultry and alluring dance? As the gifts continued to pour in, a wave of new viewers flocked to the stream, causing the audience count to surge to 10,000. With her eyes glistening with emotion, Dodo spoke with a quivering voice. Thank you, Brother Wu Yu, for the gifts. Family, please hit that follow button. I'll dance right away. Wu Yu suggested, Let us see you perform Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss. Okay, Brother Wu Yu. Upon seeing Wang Yu's message, Dodo began to dance with utmost sincerity, moving in sync with the music. The live stream was awash with a cascade of gift effects. Wu Yu sent 1,000 carnival gifts, then another 1,000, followed by 1,000 dream castles. As the gifts continued to flow, Wang Yu's account level reached the esteemed level 70. Beep. The system detected that the host spent 9,488,800, resulting in a double cashback of 18,977,600. Beep. Congratulations to the host for earning 948 system points. To facilitate the host's ease of viewing their balance, the Bankar balance has been integrated into the system panel. Please check it yourself. Curiosity piqued, Wang Yu promptly opened the system panel to take a look. A faint azure light curtain suddenly materialized before him. Host: Wang Yu, age 20, height 188 centimeters, charisma 92, physique 120. The limit for a normal person is 100. Endurance 120. The limit for a normal person is 100. Attributes: double cashback. Effect: all reasonable expenditures will be refunded doubly. Ultimate physique effect: from this moment on, you are the pinnacle of human physique. Points: 4,099. Huaxia coins: 1,627, 746, 619. This was indeed quite revealing. Wang Yu shook his slightly fatigued hand from clicking on gifts. Thank you, Brother Wuyo, for the gifts. I am immensely grateful. After the performance concluded, Dodo beamed with joy. Wuyo, I'm leaving now, but I will return next time. Is Brother Wuyo leaving already? I still have many performances to showcase. Don't forget to check your private messages. Dodo is waiting for you. Seeing Wang Yu about to depart, Dodo refrained from insisting he stay. After all, it was the first time such a wealthy patron had visited her live stream and gifted so generously. She dared not appear overly greedy, lest she leave a poor impression on him. In her eagerness to keep Wang Yu, her usual reserve fell away as she directly urged him to check his private messages in the live stream. She could only silently pray that Wang Yu would grace her live stream once more. After all, this wave of gifts could earn her at least 1 million, surpassing her earnings since she began broadcasting. Wang Yu casually followed and clicked to subscribe before exiting the live stream and heading to the next one. Chapter 33. Dreaming back to 2018, Wang Yu shifted into a more comfortable position, reclining on the plush sofa. He continued browsing live stream videos, searching for the next fortunate recipient of his generosity. In the winds and sands of war, I implore you, General, to drink less. The road ahead is fraught with peril. I await your return at home. A hoarse female voice emanated from the video, causing Wang Yu's incessantly scrolling finger to come to a halt. The live stream was titled Brother. On the screen was a girl adorned in pure attire, singing "Oh, my General" into a microphone. The number of viewers soared to hundreds of thousands, with gifts cascading across the screen, creating a vibrant atmosphere. She donned a form-fitting black dress, complemented by long black stockings and high heels, accentuating her graceful figure. Her innocent and sweet appearance, combined with strikingly beautiful eyes and a unique smoky voice, created a captivating contrast. Brother, have I stumbled upon a true, ancient deity? In 2 years, her presence would be nowhere to be found online. Wang Yu clicked to enter the live stream, and instantly, a dazzling array of sparkling stars and vibrant petals filled the screen. Various extravagant effects heralded Wang Yu's arrival. Welcome, Brother Wuyo. The host, slightly taken aback, as such a high-level player was a rare sight, smiled warmly as she addressed the microphone. Brother Wuyo, is there a song you wish to hear? Let us hear another one, General 98, heart like still water. Before Wang Yu could voice his thoughts, the barrage of comments in the live stream had already begun to race by at an astonishing pace. Wuyo, you can watch me sing. Then I shall perform "Oh, My General" once more. Upon noticing this, Gu retrieved his signature song, "Oh My General." Wang Yu opened the gift list, methodically beginning to send gifts one by one. Instantly, various gift effects illuminated the screen, filling it to the brim. Wuyo sent a carnival gift of 1,000, followed by a volcanic eruption gift of 1,000, a romantic carriage gift of 1,000, and a Doi number 1 gift of 1,000. With each gift sent, a unique and dazzling effect erupted on the screen, showcasing a medley of romance and spectacle, creating a veritable explosion of visuals. Accompanied by background music, the phone vibrated vigorously, causing the entire live stream to lag. Ding! The system detects that the host has spent 8,202,900, resulting in a double cashback of 16,405,800. Ding! The system congratulates the host on earning 820 system points. The fans in the live stream were utterly astonished by the cascade of gifts. Big shot. Are you still in need of adornments? Daily, we witness the small hearts being sent, but today we finally see luxurious gifts. Seeking a patron. Oh my heavens, how much is this worth? Observing the flood of adulation on the screen, Wang Yu felt a surge of satisfaction. No wonder so many affluent individuals delight in lavishly spending in live streams. In his previous life, he could only watch as others flaunted their wealth through gifts. His own approach was merely one of companionship, occasionally indulging in sending a few small hearts when overwhelmed by the performances. With the overwhelming wave of gifts, Gu was clearly feeling the pressure. Oh, thank you, Brother Wuyo, for the carnival, the volcanic eruption, the romantic carriage, and the Douyin #1. Ji's excitement was palpable, his voice trembling with emotion. What captivates a host the most? It must undoubtedly be the affluent patrons, with their backing. Even newcomers can soar to great heights. Not to mention that she already had a substantial following, merely lacking the support of a wealthy benefactor. Ji's eyes sparkled, a smile gracing his lips as he spoke in a melodious tone. Brother Wuyo, what song would you like to hear next? Please feel free to request. Tonight, I dedicate this performance to you. Wuyo replied, anything is fine. You choose, whether singing or dancing. Both are welcome. The entertainment continued, the gifts flowing incessantly. Gu noticed Wang Yu's messages and felt a surge of exhilaration. She understood this was a rare opportunity that she must seize wholeheartedly. Thus, she composed herself, adjusting her excitement, and smiled at the camera, saying, all right, Brother Wuyo, let us start with Heart Like Still Water. As the music began, Gu commenced her performance. Comments of praise flooded the screen, with many viewers keeping in sync to send small hearts and various gifts. Wang Yu opened the gift list once again, continuing to shower gifts. Wuyo sent a carnival gift of 2,000, a dream castle gift of 2,000, and a romantic carriage gift of 2,000. Wang Yu's fingers began to ache, yet his Douyin account had finally reached the maximum level of 75. Ding! The system detected that the host consumed 175,552,000, with a double cashback of 35, 110, 400. Ding! The system congratulated the host for earning 755 points. The host commanded the system to open the personal panel. Age, 20, height, 188 centimeters, charm, 92, physique, 120, the limit for an average person is 100. Stamina, 120, the limit for an average person is 100. Attributes, double cashback. Effect, all reasonable expenditures will be refunded in double. Ultimate physique, effect. From this moment on, you are the pinnacle of human physique. Points 6. 674. Huaxia coins. 653, 504, 719. Wang Yu rested his chin on one hand, sighing, this method of gifting is still too slow. I need to devise a better strategy. As one performance concluded, his brother quickly expressed his gratitude. Brother Wuyo, you are magnificent. The multitude of gift effects dazzled his eyes, making him feel as though he had reached the pinnacle of his streaming career. At that moment, another prominent streamer requested to join the broadcast. She hesitated, for the applicant was indeed a major streamer. She worried that if she accepted, while victory or defeat could be discussed, she might regret it if Wang Yu ended up on the opposing side. After all, everyone desired a powerful ally. Wuyo encouraged, go ahead, with me here, you cannot lose. With a resigned smile, her brother agreed to the invitation. The opponent was also a leading streamer, backed by top-tier supporters. The exchange of gifts in a live stream was relentless. Ultimately, Wang Yu's financial prowess triumphed, leading to the opponent's defeat. While there might have been some strategies at play, for Wang Yu, his objective was achieved. The opponent may have profited, but Wang Yu would never incur a loss. As he dispatched the final 1,000 carnival gifts, the system announcement echoed promptly. Ding! The system detected that the host consumed 38,566,000, with a double cashback of 77, 132,000. Ding! The system congratulated the host for earning 856 points. Chapter 34, A Bountiful Harvest, the host commanded, system, open my personal panel. His voice was laced with anticipation, for he had long awaited this lottery draw. In an instant, a soft blue light screen, visible only to him, appeared before his eyes, clearly displaying his personal information. Age, 20, height, 188 centimeters, charm, 92, physique, 120, the limit for an average person is 100. Stamina, 120, the limit for an average person is 100. Attributes, double cashback. Effect, all reasonable expenditures will be refunded in double. Ultimate physique, effect. From this moment on, you are the pinnacle of human physique. Points 10. 531. Huaxia coins. 1, 692, 070, 719. Gazing at the unprecedented total of over 10,000 points, a satisfied smile graced Wang Yu's lips. He silently prayed, hoping that tonight's lottery would yield abundant rewards, with numerous exquisite attributes arriving in succession. He wished for the system to be particularly generous. After calming himself, he steadied his focus and quietly declared, "System, activate the intermediate roulette. I shall go all in for 10 consecutive draws." The pale blue personal interface dissipated like a fleeting illusion, replaced by an ancient roulette forged of silver. It hovered serenely in midair, encircled by a shimmering silvery halo, exuding an aura of profound depth and mystery. Mysterious patterns danced across the roulette, emanating an enigmatic essence. As the wheel spun, the strange luminescence of the intricate designs grew ever more brilliant, as if imbued with life, each line pulsating with an otherworldly glow. Wang Yu's expression was taut with tension, his eyes fixated on the ceaselessly rotating wheel. It felt as though the entire world had come to a standstill in that moment, with only the wheel's motion tugging at every nerve in his being. Ding! Detected that the host has consumed 10,000 points, commencing the intermediate roulette 10 consecutive draws. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won 133, 333, 333 Huaxia coins. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won 66, 666, 666 Huaxia coins. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won a pack of toilet paper. Thank you for your patronage. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have obtained attribute solidification. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 Huaxia coins. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won a pair of black stockings. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have won a leading-edge device. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have acquired the Eye of Truth. Upon witnessing this, Wang Yu casually cast aside the unexpected black stockings and eagerly examined the effects of his newly acquired attributes. Solidification. Your physical state will always be at its peak. Eye of Truth. A mysterious power that opens the door to truth. All concealed facades shall be laid bare under its gaze. Note: observing different entities will reveal varying information. Ding! Huaxia Industrial and Commercial Bank reminds you, your account has been credited with 2, 199, 999, 999, and your balance is 3, 892, 070, 718 Huaxia coins. The system is incredibly generous. Wang Yu could hardly contain his excitement, erupting in jubilant cheers. He swiftly accessed his personal interface for a detailed overview. Age, 20, height, 188 centimeters, charm, 92, physique, 120, the human limit is 100, endurance, 120, the human limit is 100, attributes, double cashback. Effect, all reasonable expenditures will be reimbursed doubly. Ultimate physique, effect, from this moment forth, you are the pinnacle of human physique. Solidification, effect, your physical state will always be at its peak. Eye of Truth, effect, a mysterious power that opens the door to truth. All concealed facades shall be laid bare under its gaze. Points, 531. Huaxia coins, 3, 892, 070, 718. 3.8 billion Huaxia coins. He couldn't help but gasp in astonishment. Undoubtedly, this is a staggering fortune, reflecting back on the days when Lei Bus was purportedly destitute. With merely a cold 40 billion lingering in his wallet, he now possesses nearly the same sum, yet feels a profound warmth. After a moment's pause, Wang Yu gradually shifted his gaze from the alluring balance displayed before him. The attributes of solidification and true eye, as outlined in the panel description, are indeed rare and valuable enhancements. Solidification ensures that his physical attributes remain unblemished over time. After all, as men age, particularly post-30, they often begin to sense a decline in their physical vitality and capabilities. However, with the solidification enhancement, he can maintain his peak condition indefinitely. The presence of this enhancement alleviates any concerns regarding physical deterioration. True Eye offers even greater utility, revealing the world's deceptions and facades, allowing him to navigate life without the fear of being deceived. A sense of ease spread across Wang Yu's countenance as he stood and returned to the master bedroom. His eyes flickered with a faint golden light, and the information regarding Shun Xingya materialized clearly on the system panel. Name, Shun Xingya. Age, 24. Height, 170 centimeters. Charm, 95. Physique, 82. affection level, 99, skills, beginner singing, advanced etiquette, intermediate yoga. Wang Yu's eyes widened in astonishment. He had not anticipated that Shen Qingya harbored such a high level of affection for him. From the system's elucidation, it was evident that a higher affection level indicated greater loyalty, with a maximum of 100 points ensuring that it would not diminish. Conversely, a lower affection level signified greater malice. The remarkable score of 99 points from Shen Qingya left him both surprised and elated. Standing quietly, his mind flooded with thoughts. Wang Yu understood that with the true eye, his world would become increasingly lucid. Returning to the bed, his heart brimming with affection, he tenderly kissed Shen Qingya's soft lips. She seemed taken aback by this sudden display of intimacy, wrapping around him like an octopus. Their bodies intertwined, as if seeking to merge their souls. As the sun ascended, rays of light streamed through the curtains, bathing Wang Yu and Shen Qingya's bed in warmth. Wang Yu awoke first, glancing at the time. It was already 12:30. Gazing at the still, slumbering Shen Qingya, his heart swelled with tenderness. He gently brushed aside her hair, planting a kiss on her forehead. This subtle gesture, however, roused Shen Qingya from her slumber. She blinked groggily, murmuring, "What are you doing? Waking me up so early? The sun is already high in the sky. You little lazy cat." Wang Yu chuckled softly in response. Shen Qingya, with a hint of discontent, burrowed deeper into his embrace and playfully pleaded, "Just let me sleep a little longer. You wore me out last night." Coughing slightly, Wang Yu felt a blush rise to his cheeks and reached for the guest room phone, saying to Shen Qingya, "So, what would you like for breakfast? You can order it yourself." Chapter 35. Hang Lung Shopping Plaza, Magic City. Hang Lung Plaza, renowned as the premier shopping center in the Magic City, is indeed a name that resonates widely. It boasts the most comprehensive collection of luxury brand boutiques in all of China. As the foremost shopping destination, Hang Lung Plaza gathers over 100 prestigious luxury brands from around the globe, including Louis Vuitton, Hermès, and Chanel, among various categories. The affluent flock to this haven of opulence. In the sweltering summer heat, the cool air within the mall offers a refreshing respite. Shen Qingya, adorned in a light and breezy outfit, walks with a slight awkwardness in her stride. She links her arm with Wang Yu's, her beautiful eyes reflecting a hint of curiosity. "Brother Wang Yu, what brings us to the mall? You performed splendidly last night. Feel free to choose anything you fancy here," Wang Yu replies nonchalantly. Instantly, a blush spreads across Shen Qingya's cheeks as she gently shakes her head and replies, "I don't need anything. Just your company is enough." What a foolish thought. I also wish to acquire some new clothes. Please assist me in selecting. Wang Yu feels a touch of helplessness. Upon hearing Wang Yu's request, Shen Qingya's eyes light up with joy. To be needed by Wang Yu and to partake in his life, even in the simple act of choosing clothing, imbues her with profound significance. Her mind races, envisioning Wang Yu adorned in various styles. They meander into a men's clothing boutique, where, with Shen Qingya's guidance, Wang Yu casually selects a few changeable outfits. After spending 88,000, they proceed to a women's brand store. "Welcome to our flagship store." A cheerful sales associate greets them with a polite inquiry upon their entrance to the Dior flagship boutique. "May I ask what you two are looking for today?" "Just browsing for now," Shen Qingya responds, feeling somewhat restrained in this unfamiliar environment. However, under Wang Yu's insistence, she eventually sets her eyes on a particular dress. Moments latte, Shen Qingya emerges from the fitting room, donned in an exquisite white spaghetti strap gown. The moment she steps out, both Wang Yu and the store staff are utterly captivated. The gown transforms her aura, replacing the image of a competent flight attendant with that of an elegant heiress, as if she had undergone a magnificent metamorphosis. Indeed, there's a reason these luxury items command such high prices. "Brother Wang Yu, what do you think?" Shen Qingya twirls gracefully, resembling a fairy who has just stepped out of a fairy tale, radiating charm. The sales associate, sporting a professionally sweet smile, enthusiastically praises, "Madam, you truly have an eye for fashion. This dress seems tailor-made for you." Wang Yu strokes his chin, scrutinizing her carefully before responding, "Yes, it is quite beautiful. However, this one is too simple. Let us select a few more. That one with a pure allure is quite appealing." Upon hearing Wang Yu's praise, Shen Qingya felt a surge of sweetness in her heart as she replied, "All right, I shall try this one. I await your return." Wang Yu responded with a slight smile. Moments later, Shen Qingya emerged from the fitting room once more. At that moment, she adorned herself in an exquisite, form-fitting black dress that accentuated her tall and flawless figure to perfection. Her graceful silhouette was on full display, intertwining sweetness and sensuality, exuding an intoxicating charm. This version of Shun Qingya captivated Wang Yu, rendering him momentarily speechless. Wang Yu nodded in satisfaction. You look stunning. It suits you beautifully. How much is this dress? Shun Qingya inquired. Madam, this is part of our Dior summer collection, hence the price is on the higher side. The dress is priced at 59,998 yuan. The sales assistant replied with a smile. Shun Qingya was taken aback, offering a sheepish smile as she said, I think I shall look around a bit more. 59,000. For a single dress. The price truly pained her heart. Madam, I genuinely believe this dress is perfect for you. It enhances your extraordinary temperament, exuding both elegance and subtlety. Many have purchased this dress, yet few wear it as beautifully as you do, the sales assistant earnestly complimented, striving to secure the sale. Her words were sincere. Shun Qingya indeed looked lovely in it. Shun Qingya scrutinized her reflection in the mirror, acknowledging its beauty, yet the price lingered in her mind, sowing seeds of doubt. She turned to Wang Yu, seeking his decision. Wang Yu nodded and addressed the sales assistant. Please wrap this dress along with the white one from earlier. Certainly, sir. The sales assistant beamed, her smile widening. Sir, the total comes to 79,996 yuan. How would you like to pay? By card, Wang Yu replied, handing over his bank card. As they exited the Dior flagship store, they turned and headed to the Chanel boutique. May I see that bag? Wang Yu requested. Of course. Sir, the Chanel sales assistant skillfully retrieved a black handbag from the counter, enthusiastically introducing it. This small bag is our latest model from Chanel, designed by top industry designers and crafted from classic lambskin. The current price is 119,998 yuan. Would you like to take a look? Shun Qingya took the bag, her eyelids fluttering in disbelief. A single bag priced at over 110,000. It appeared unassuming, yet its cost far exceeded her expectations. Wang Yu, however, nodded in approval. The combination of Shun Qingya's outfit with this bag indeed conveyed a sense of fashion and sophistication. All right, I'll take it. By card, Wang Yu declared, producing his bank card once again. Certainly, sir. I will have it wrapped for you right away, the sales assistant replied, her face beaming as she swiftly prepared the packaging. Ding. The system has detected the host's expenditure of 119,998 yuan, resulting in a double cashback of 239,996 yuan. Ding. Congratulations to the host for earning 12 points. The system's announcement resonated in Wang Yu's mind at the opportune moment, just as they exited the store. Shun Qingya, with one arm linked to Wang Yu and the other carrying shopping bags, felt as though she were ensnared in a dream. In a mere span of a few dozen minutes, nearly 200,000 had been extravagantly spent. Everything felt so surreal, like a fleeting fantasy. Let us take a look at this store, Wang Yu suggested, his eyes brightening as he glanced at Shun Qingya's delicate wrist. Since we are already at the Cartier flagship store, why not purchase a watch as well? Aren't flight attendants known for wearing them? I noticed you seem to be without one. As a flight attendant, Shun Qingya was prohibited from using mobile phones or other communication devices while aboard the aircraft. Thus, a watch became the preferred accessory for most. Naturally, she would wear one during work, though it was not a luxury brand. So there was no need to don it when stepping out. Good day, sir. Welcome to the Cartier flagship store. How may I assist you? The sales associate at Cartier greeted Wang Yu and Shun Qingya with a beaming smile, her eagerness palpable. As a Cartier sales consultant, she immediately recognized the Patek Philippe Celestial 6104 watch adorning Wang Yu's wrist. Pointing towards Shun Qingya, Wang Yu instructed the sales associate, select a watch that would suit her. Certainly, sir. Please have a seat in our lounge. I will escort this lady to choose her selection momentarily. The associate gestured for Wang Yu to sit in the relaxation area before leading Shun Qingya to the display counter. There, an array of exquisitely designed watches, embellished with diamonds of varying sizes, dazzled the senses, overwhelming Shun Qingya with their brilliance. She found herself unable to look away. The sales associate then presented a refined timepiece, stating, Madam, do you find this watch appealing? This is our Cartier Ballon Bleu 0082 series. Its bezel features a three-dimensional design, crafted from sapphire glass, adorned with the finest diamonds and exceptional setting techniques, showcasing an ultimate sense of luxury. This series, celebrated for its elegant and simplistic design coupled with superior craftsmanship, enjoys global acclaim and offers unparalleled comfort, perfectly conforming to the wrist. With enthusiasm, the sales associate removed the watch, adding, allow me to help you try it on. Your wrist is particularly lovely, and this will surely enhance your grace. As Shun Qingya beheld the watch resting upon her wrist, she acknowledged its beauty. "How much does this watch cost?" With a radiant smile, the sales associate replied, "This exquisite piece is priced at 296,880. Shun Qingya's hand trembled, instinctively reaching to remove the watch. "Do you like this watch?" Wang Yu had unexpectedly appeared at her side. After a moment's hesitation, she confessed, "I do find it quite appealing, though it is exceedingly expensive." "Swipe the card, let us settle the bill," Wang Yu declared without a moment's pause, presenting his bank card to the sales associate. "Very well, sir, I will prepare it for you immediately." The associate, brimming with joy, was elated by the effortless transaction. This was indeed a watch worth 300,000. Typically, even the affluent would deliberate extensively before making such a purchase, unlike Wang Yu's decisiveness. "Perhaps we should consider a less expensive option," Shun Qingya suggested as the associate took the watch to package. "This is 300,000. I wouldn't even be worth that much. Since you like it, then let's purchase it. Consider it a celebration of your becoming my girlfriend." Wang Yu smiled, his lips curving upwards as he gazed at her. Shun Qingya's face flushed a delicate pink as she softly replied, "All right then." Her eyes crescent-shaped with delight. Her countenance radiated joy. With the successful transaction completed, the sales associate handed Wang Yu the bank card and receipt, expressing gratitude for his support Cartier, hoping he would return in the future. Ding! The system has detected a consumption of 296,880 with a double cashback of 593,760. Ding! Congratulations to the host for acquiring 29 points in system credit. As night descended, a sleek McLaren sped through the streets of the bustling metropolis. Before long, Wang Yu and Shun Qingya arrived at a Japanese restaurant renowned for its exquisite cuisine, Kuroki Kaiseki, arguably the finest establishment in the city, albeit with a price to match. The overall decor leaned towards a palette of deep blacks, harmoniously paired with warm yellow lighting, exuding an air of sophistication and elegance. The interior was meticulously designed, featuring tatami rooms arranged in a thoughtful manner, adorned with captivating ukiyo-e prints from Japan. A server clad in traditional Japanese kimono approached, bowing slightly before guiding them to a private room. The two settled comfortably on the tatami mat. Just as the server was about to present the menu, Wang Yu gestured gently, inquiring, "What are your signature dishes?" With a smile, the server replied, "Today we offer a platter of tuna, sashimi, grilled eel, salmon belly rice, and white truffle paired with wagyu. Let's have one of each." Wang Yu nodded in agreement. Known for their modest portions, Japanese cuisine had become a concern for him. Especially since acquiring an extreme physique attribute that increased his appetite, he feared he might not be satiated with too few dishes. The server nodded with a smile, and soon, tea and appetizers were served. In no time, an array of exquisite dishes graced their table. Delicate portions of beef with sea urchin caviar, foie gras with sesame tofu, salmon belly rice, and grilled eel. The sashimi platter was particularly striking. The tuna, firm and subtly pink, contrasted with the vibrant orange of the salmon slices, whose clear marbling was complemented by the translucent sweetness of the shrimp, glimmering with an enticing sheen. However, the flower adorning the dish felt somewhat cliché. Accompanying this was a chef in traditional attire, presenting a selection of raw ingredients, skillfully preparing dishes on-site while wearing gloves. "Sea urchin sushi, please enjoy," he said earnestly, handing it to Wang Yu, who soon received another creation, a salmon roe sushi. Shun Qingya hesitated before accepting the sushi, parting her lips slightly to take a delicate bite. After a few chews, her eyes sparkled with excitement as she exclaimed, "Wow, this is truly delicious. The texture is extraordinary. Feel free to indulge," Wang Yu encouraged, though he remained indifferent, preferring the flavors of his native cuisine. He could still savor this delicacy, but in a few years, after Japan discharges its nuclear wastewater, he would prefer to avoid seafood sourced from Japanese waters. Once the sushi was complete, the chef continued crafting the white truffle paired with wagyu. He took out a blowtorch and began to sear a piece of beef, patiently waiting until both sides were slightly charred before placing it on a plate, drizzling it with a special sauce, and garnishing it with slivers of white truffle. Instantly, a wave of the truffle's distinctive aroma enveloped the air. "Beef paired with white truffle, please enjoy." Shun Qingya seized this rare opportunity, snapping numerous photos from the side. As she savored the tender meat, she gazed dreamily and remarked, "Do wealthy people typically indulge in such delicacies?" "Of course not. What are you thinking?" Wang Yu chuckled lightly. "I am just an ordinary person. How could I possibly dine on such fare every day? I chose this place specifically for you, considering you might not have tried this restaurant before. Coincidentally, I haven't dined here either, so I thought we could explore it together." although now affluent, with the freedom to lavishly spend and eat whatever he desired. Wang Yu felt that detaching from the culinary delights of the common folk bore a hint of superficiality. This meal was merely a taste of something new. In his heart, he found greater satisfaction in a bowl of spicy hot pot from a street vendor. As the meal concluded, the bill amounted to 35,860 huaxia coins. The following day, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Wang Yu escorted Shun Qingya to the airport in the bustling metropolis. At this moment, Shun Qingya had reverted to her former appearance as a flight attendant, exuding an air of elegance and composure. "Wang Yu, I'm leaving," she said, embracing him with a sense of deep reluctance. However, her flight had been rescheduled, and asking for leave was not a feasible option. She needed this job. Wang Yu looked at her earnestly and suggested, "Qingya, if you don't wish to work, I could purchase a flat nearby for you. You could pursue what you truly desire without wasting time on a job." "Well, let's not discuss that for now. Maybe in the future." Shun Qingya pondered for a moment before declining the offer. Wang Yu was still in school, and their time together was limited. She preferred to maintain her job, relishing the company of friends like Li Na, rather than facing solitude. Thus, she deemed it better to continue working. Moreover, who could predict what the future held? "All right then," Wang Yu whispered softly, leaning closer to her ear. "If you miss me, just give me a call." "Got it," Shun Qingya replied, her expression tinged with melancholy. "Just behave yourself in the metropolis. Enjoy yourself, but don't let me catch wind of anything. Otherwise, I might get upset." She understood that Wang Yu could not possibly be devoted to her alone. It was better to remain blissfully unaware. Wang Yu chuckled to himself. After all, he had been reborn. Would he truly adhere to her wishes? That would negate the very essence of his rebirth. Nevertheless, to ease her mind, he readily agreed. Standing still, he watched as Shun Qingya entered the airport, then turned to start his McLaren 1, heading towards a luxurious apartment. Chapter 37. Lost in delight, Wang Yu drove his yellow McLaren 1 into the underground parking lot of an upscale apartment complex. This was the new residence he had rented for Zhang Rou. The apartment was situated in the Yangpu district of the metropolis, adjacent to the prestigious Shanghai University of Finance and Economics, showcasing its advantageous location. This was undoubtedly one of the finer apartments in the city. The surroundings are markedly superior to those of the previous neighborhood. It is truly a stark contrast. However, accompanying this enhancement is the somewhat exorbitant rental fee. A staggering monthly price of 30,000 is enough to deter the vast majority of ordinary workers. Wang Yu stepped into the elevator and pressed the button for the 22nd floor. Upon reaching the 12th floor, he skillfully input the password, and with a beep, the door to the room swung open. Zhang Rou had shared the password with Wang Yu upon her arrival. At 2 in the morning, the room was enveloped in darkness. Wang Yu gently pressed the light switch in the living room, and a soft glow instantly dispelled the shadows. He made his way to the bedroom, where he found Zhang Rou lost in a sweet dream. Her hair was casually strewn across the pillow, appearing somewhat disheveled, yet undeniably beautiful, imbuing her with an alluring sense of languor. To Wang Yu's surprise, the usually composed and elegant Zhang Rou was clad in a charming bunny-themed pajama set, a striking contrast that momentarily took him aback. A glimmer of gold flashed in Wang Yu's eyes as he activated his true sight, curious about Zhang Rou's affection for him. Soon, her details appeared on the system panel. Name, Zhang Rou, age, 23, height, 165 centimeters, charm, 91, physique, 86, affection, 93, skills, intermediate painting, intermediate sales techniques. Her affection level was quite commendable. It seemed he had left a significant impression on her. Wang Yu couldn't help but smile, truly enamored with this revelation. The bright light roused Zhang Rou from her slumber. Rubbing her eyes, she gazed at Wang Yu with a hint of surprise, exclaiming, "Darling, what brings you here at this hour?" Wang Yu approached and embraced her, apologetically saying, "I missed you, so I came to see you." "I missed you too, my dear," Zhang Rou replied, glancing at the clock and realizing it was 2 in the morning. "Why didn't you inform me beforehand? You startled me. It's my fault for coming so late. Let us get some sleep," he suggested. "Ah, what are you doing?" Wang Yu playfully flipped on a bed, giving Zhang Rou no chance to refuse. An hour later, the room was suffused with an intimate atmosphere. Zhang Rou languidly nestled in Wang Yu's embrace. Breathe in the fresh air, the sheets marked with traces of sweat, leaving stains behind. Typically not one to exercise, she found herself too exhausted to even lift a finger. Gradually regaining her strength after a while, she lightly raised her hand, drawing circles on Wang Yu's chest, and in a teasing tone said, "Darling, please let me off the hook this time. I'll take a day off tomorrow. Let us work out together." Wang Yu held her closely, burying his nose in her fragrant hair, savoring the enchanting scent, and softly replied, "All right, I won't trouble you any longer, but your skills are quite rusty. Just wait and see how I'll guide you tomorrow." The following noon, sunlight streamed through the window, bathing the sofa in the living room. Wang Yu sat on the sofa, his brow furrowed, gazing into the kitchen where thick smoke billowed and Zhang Rou's piercing screams pierced the air. He couldn't help but wonder, is cooking truly this challenging? Zhang Rou had left early in the morning to procure a bounty of ingredients, claiming she was eager to prepare him a heartfelt breakfast. After a morning of turmoil, Wang Yu shook his head in resignation, realizing that a loving breakfast was beyond reach. Well, lunch it shall be. He retrieved his phone and selected a highly rated restaurant nearby, placing an order that totaled 688 yuan. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Zhang Rou stood in despair, her eyes fixed on the chaotic scene before her. She had never anticipated that cooking would prove so difficult. The online cooking videos had made it seem deceptively simple. Where had she gone astray? She discarded a charred mass that bore no resemblance to its original form into the trash bin. With her spirits dampened, she exited the kitchen and addressed Wang Yu. "Darling, I'm so sorry. I messed up. Shall we order takeout instead?" "I already did. It should be arriving shortly," Wang Yu replied, raising an eyebrow as he lounged leisurely on the sofa. "Oof. I refuse to accept defeat. The next time you visit, I will surely succeed," Zhang Rou declared, a surge of determination igniting within her. She recalled her mother's words, "To capture a man's heart, one must first win over his stomach." "Perfect. I'll stay here a few more days and see if your culinary skills can improve." Zhang Rou's expression stiffened, and she mischievously winked, "No problem. You will enjoy my heartfelt breakfast tomorrow." She then hurried into the bathroom to freshen up. To Wang Yu's surprise, Zhang Rou's culinary skills seemed to blossom as if enchanted, improving day by day. Concurrently, her gaming prowess sharpened through relentless practice, rendering Wang Yu increasingly captivated. Life in this apartment became ever more delightful, prompting him to decide to extend his stay with Zhang Rou. Though the Bulgari Hotel was convenient, nothing could compare to the comforts of home. On the living room sofa, one hand resting on Zhang Rou, Wang Yu pondered deeply, a glimmer of light flashing in his eyes. Lowering his gaze to the industrious Zhang Rou, a faint blue holographic screen materialized before him. Name, Zhang Rou. Age, 23. Height, 165 centimeters. Charm, 91. Physique, 86. Affection level, 96. Skills, intermediate painting, intermediate sales techniques, intermediate gaming. It seemed that the labor of these past few days had not been in vain. Wang Yu mused inwardly. Living in hotels was not a sustainable solution. It appeared he would need to purchase an apartment for himself. The comfort he found in Zhang Rou's residence ignited the desire to invest in real estate. With 2 years remaining in university, he would surely spend ample time in this vibrant city. And he certainly couldn't remain in student dormitories indefinitely, could he? However, he would need to secure accommodations for both Zhang Rou and Shun Qingya in due time, though that was a matter for the future. For now, it mattered little to Wang Yu. With the system at his disposal, his financial resources would only continue to multiply. Moreover, the housing prices in the vibrant metropolis remain resilient, making it feasible to purchase several properties for future appreciation. After all, in the years to come, the value of real estate in this bustling city is expected to endure. Thus, time slipped away swiftly, akin to a fleeting shadow, as more than half a month passed. Wang Yu had resided at Zhang Rou's place during this period, occasionally returning to the Bulgari Hotel to accompany Shun Qingya, who had flown in from afar. However, their moments together were always brief. Soon, Shun Qingya would have to return to Rome province, leaving Wang Yu filled with regret and reluctance. During this time, Shun Qingya's close friend, Chen Mengyao, persistently reached out to Wang Yu via Feixin, sending affectionate greetings daily. Her demeanor had transformed remarkably from her initial aloofness to a warm and engaging presence, creating a striking contrast. Through Chen Mengyao's efforts, their relationship gradually blossomed, and she even took a day off to visit the metropolis. Observing her earnest attempts to entice him, Wang Yu contemplated granting her an opportunity, eager to see if she could seize it. Chapter 38. Flight attendant Shun Mengyao the following day, at 9 in the morning. The sultry summer weather cast a pall over the spirits. Inside Shanghai Pudong Airport, a throng of hurried travelers bustled about. "Darling, I'm here," Shun Mengyao exclaimed as she emerged, waving at Wang Yu. Her delicate oval face and sparkling apricot eyes radiated charm. Standing at 171 centimeters, she donned a form-fitting purple dress, its silky fabric hugging her curves and accentuating her alluring figure. She wore black stiletto heels that elongated her legs, exuding an air of elegance and grace, all while carrying a small black suitcase. With determination, she dashed toward Wang Yu, enveloping him in a fragrant embrace. He instinctively wrapped an arm around her soft waist, while she paid no heed to the curious gazes of onlookers, playfully clinging to his arm as they strolled outside. In the absence of Shun Qingya and her friends, Chun Mingyao appeared strikingly different, despite knowing there were other women in Wang Yu's life. Nevertheless, she yearned for a delightful date with him, and to the outside world, they resembled any ordinary couple. Once they settled into the car and the engine roared to life, Wang Yu navigated smoothly away. He activated the true I to observe Chun Mingyao, and a holographic display materialized before him. Name: Chun Mingyao. Age: 24. Height: 171 centimeters. Charm: 93. Physique: 82. Affection level: 78. Skills: advanced etiquette, advanced fashion, advanced makeup. Her commendable affection level of 78 was a testament to her character. Truly an admirable sister. Wang Yu felt a surge of joy within. Darling, where are we headed next? This is my first time in such a luxurious car, Chen Mingyao exclaimed, seated in the passenger seat of the McLaren One. Her curiosity piqued as she marveled at the interior decor. There will be plenty more opportunities like this in the future. Wang Yu cast a glance at Chen Mingyao and said, "You haven't had breakfast yet, have you? Go have a meal first, and then I'll take you to experience what you desire." He drove his McLaren to their usual spot, the Guijin Shopping Center. After breakfast, they soon arrived before an extravagant glass-structured building, housing an array of luxury brands. Chen Mingyao stood before them all, gazing up with eyes full of yearning and anticipation. "Have you been here before?" Wang Yu inquired upon noticing her expression. "No," Chen Mingyao shook her head, replying. "I've only passed by in the past and browsed outside the stores. The prices here are too steep. I never dared to enter, as this is beyond my means." Wang Yu fell silent, steering the car into the underground parking of the mall. After turning off the engine, they took the elevator to the first floor. At this hour, the spacious mall appeared somewhat desolate. Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Cartier, Dior, Versace. Chen Mingyao's gaze was firmly captivated by each luxurious boutique, her excitement barely concealed. Her heart raced, as if she were immersed in a beautiful dream. How many times had she visited this place, only able to gaze from afar? Little did she expect that today, her long-held dream would materialize. It was a tangible reality. Few women could resist the allure of such a place. "What do you desire the most?" Wang Yu asked nonchalantly. Chen Mingyao looked at the opulent brand stores, her mind swirling with wishes, yet she could only fantasize. "I don't know," she admitted, shaking her head. "How about this? Choose anything within $1 million. "Really? Darling?" Chen Mingyao's excitement surged. Wang Yu spread his arms as if to embrace the entire mall, proclaiming, "You may choose any brand here, but the limit is $1 million. How's that sound? Are you satisfied? $1 million is no trivial sum." Although Wang Yu possessed substantial wealth, he could not indulge capriciously, lest he become a fool. "Darling, I truly adore you," Chen Mingyao exclaimed, her satisfaction evident as she stood on tiptoe to plant a kiss on Wang Yu's cheek. For their first date, he was able to buy her such extravagant items. She felt immensely fulfilled. "Then let us head to your favorite store and begin shopping," Wang Yu said, a smile gracing his lips. "Which brand do you wish to visit first?" "Chanel." Without hesitation, Chen Mingyao glanced around and pointed towards the Chanel store. After all, no woman can resist the temptation of Chanel. "All right, let us go." Chen Mingyao linked her arm with Wang Yu's as they walked towards the Chanel boutique. "Welcome to the Chanel flagship store." A young sales associate greeted them with a smile upon their entry. "Good morning, sir and madam. How may I assist you today?" Wang Yu waved his hand, saying to Chen Mingyao, "You may browse at your leisure." Chen Mingyao felt a bit shy, but began to peruse the store. "Madam, this dress is a new summer collection from Chanel, and I believe it will suit you perfectly," the sales assistant remarked as she approached. "Would you like to try it on? With your figure, I'm certain you will look absolutely stunning in it." Chen Mingyao gazed at the delicate pink dress, undeniably beautiful. She instinctively inquired, "How much is this dress?" Being a new summer release, it is priced a bit higher. Currently, it retails for 18,888 yuan. The sales assistant replied with a smile. "Why not try it on first and see if you like it? If you do, give it a whirl." Wang Yu, standing nearby, chimed in nonchalantly, "Just go ahead and try it on. Then I shall head to the fitting room." Chen Mingyao responded, slightly taken aback by the price. Despite Wang Yu's assurance that she could spend $1 million at her leisure, she still found it hard to adjust to the notion of a dress costing so much. A moment later, Chen Mingyao emerged wearing the pale pink dress. Her fair complexion, coupled with the soft hue of the gown, rendered her exceptionally radiant, accentuating her curves exquisitely. Her long legs peeked enticingly from beneath the hem, and with every movement, she exuded an undeniable allure. Wang Yu nodded in praise. You look truly beautiful. Madam, you look like a celestial being in that dress, as if it was tailored just for you. Look at how everyone's attention is drawn to you. The sales assistant exclaimed, stepping forward to adjust the hem and neckline of the dress. As Chen Mingyao noticed the surrounding gazes fixated upon her, particularly Wang Yu's admiration. She gazed into the mirror, feeling as though she had transformed into a wealthy heiress. Encouraged by the sales assistant's enthusiastic recommendations, Chen Mingyao selected several more pieces from Chanel, along with a few bottles of perfume and a limited edition handbag. Each of these additions further enhanced her elegance, blending fashion with sensuality seamlessly. Once Wang Yu deemed her selection sufficient, he nodded at the sales assistant and inquired, "How much for these?" "Sir, the total for these items comes to 462,888 yuan. How would you like to pay?" "By card." "Very well, sir. Please hold on a moment." The sales assistant took the credit card, her smile growing ever more radiant. She had attended to many affluent clients, yet few were as generous and extravagant as Wang Yu. "Here is your card, sir," the sales assistant said, presenting it with both hands. Ding! The system has detected a purchase of 462,888 yuan, resulting in a cashback of 925,776 yuan. Ding! Congratulations! You have earned 46 system points. Thank you for your patronage. We look forward to your next visit. Chapter 39. Balenciaga stockings. The two then exited the Chanel flagship store and promptly entered the Dior store. The ambience within Dior was soft yet bright, illuminating the alluring sheen of various fashionable items. Under the attentive service and recommendations from the sales assistant, Chen Mingyao effortlessly selected 3 more items, spending a total of 128,500 yuan. Ding! The system detected that the host had spent 128,500 with a double cashback of 25,700. Congratulations to the host for earning 12 points in the system. Let's continue our explorations elsewhere. Chen Mingyao carefully clutched her belongings, her expression reminiscent of someone in a dream, her heart tinged with hesitation. Although she had a penchant for materialism, she was not the insatiable type. Today's expenditures were already substantial, far exceeding her usual shopping standards, and she felt content. Balenciaga? Chen Mingyao gazed at the distinctive storefront of Balenciaga, a spark of interest igniting within her. She turned to Wang Yu and suggested, "Shall we take a stroll through Balenciaga?" "Of course. Welcome to Balenciaga. How may I assist you?" As they stepped inside, a unique fashion ambience enveloped them. The store's decor, characterized by its cool tones, created a shopping environment that was both stylish and slightly aloof. The sales associate approached them with a professional smile. "I'd like to see your stockings," Chen Mingyao said, a blush creeping on her cheeks, her demeanor somewhat bashful. Wang Yu's previously calm gaze brightened at her words, finally grasping the situation. Balenciaga's stockings were renowned within their realm, inscribed with letters that no man could resist. "Ah, the green tea girl is truly perceptive. So considerate." "Certainly, madam." The sales associate retrieved an array of exquisitely packaged stockings from the counter. Black, white, gray, nude, and lace, all available. With a nonchalant wave, Wang Yu declared, "I'll take them all, a few of each. I want that one too." Chen Mingyao couldn't help but feel a mix of amusement and exasperation, pondering how long it would take to wear all those stockings. It was a well-known fact that men often lost their reason in the presence of certain items. The sight of stockings would make most men's eyes light up. "That's enough. Let us also grab a pair of high heels." With a resigned shake of her head, Chen Mingyao picked up a pair of red-soled black heels and handed them to the sales associate. "With this many stockings, I'll be set for the next year." These were consumables, better to stock up than to find herself without when the time came. Still feeling unsatisfied, Wang Yu continued to instruct the sales associate, "Add those polka-dotted ones as well." Suddenly, Chen Mingyao's face paled, an inexplicable wave of unease washing over her. A thought struck her. Was she stepping into a trap? Would it still be possible to escape now? Ultimately, Wang Yu settled on purchasing over 20 pairs of stockings. "Sir, the total for these stockings and high heels amounts to 86,500 yuan. How would you like to pay?" "By card," Wang Yu replied, his tone unfazed. After completing the payment, the sales associate smiled and handed him the card, saying, "Please take care of your card. We look forward to welcoming you back to Balenciaga." As they exited the flagship store, the two strolled down the mall's corridor, surrounded by renowned brand boutiques. Their figures soon reappeared within the Louis Vuitton store. Greetings, madam. This exquisite necklace represents the latest creation from Louis Vuitton this year, crafted entirely from 18-karat gold with meticulous artistry. The pendant is adorned with 144 diamonds, boasting a total weight of approximately 23 carats. The design of this necklace draws inspiration from classic floral motifs, exuding an aura of luxury and artistry. The sales associate provided a detailed and professional introduction, stating that the current retail price for this necklace is 266,600 yuan. As she spoke, she gently rotated the necklace, allowing Chen Mingyao to admire its beauty from every angle. Wang Yu, maintaining a calm demeanor, softly uttered, "Charge it," adorned with the necklace. Chen Mingyao gazed at her reflection in the mirror, sparkling like a true princess. The two continued to wander through the mall, indulging in their whims as if they were merely grocery shopping, purchasing everything they fancied. Under Chen Mingyao's careful selection, she coordinated several outfits for Wang Yu, resulting in a total expenditure of 599,800 yuan. Ding! The system detected that the host spent 599,800, granting a double cashback of 199,600. Ding! Congratulations to the host for earning 60 system points. System, open the personal panel. Certainly, host. Host, Wang Yu, age, 20, height, 188 centimeters, charm, 92, physique, 120, the normal human limit is 100, endurance, 120, the normal human limit is 100. Attributes, double cashback. Effect, all reasonable expenditures will be refunded double. Ultimate physique, effect. From this moment forth, you are the pinnacle of human physicality. Points, 712. Huaxia coins, 3. 893, 881, 828. Wang Yu mused inwardly. It seems the matter of purchasing a property needs to be prioritized. Due to the numerous items purchased, Wang Yu's McLaren 1 could no longer accommodate them. He left his phone number and address for the mall to deliver the items to the Bulgari Hotel. Approaching noon, the two exited the International Finance Shopping Center. Wang Yu led Chen Mingyao to a high-end Western restaurant for lunch, with a total expenditure of 12,800 yuan. After the meal, Wang Yu retrieved his phone and dialed Butler Lin. The call was quickly answered. "Hello, Mr. Wang. How may I assist you?" Came Butler Lin's respectful voice from the other end. "Please help me contact an agent." "Certainly, I will send the information to your phone shortly." Upon hanging up, Wang Yu reflected that some prime properties were not accessible through ordinary agents. High-end agencies could provide affluent clients with comprehensive, customized services and assist in navigating complex financial and legal matters during the transaction process. To avoid inconvenience, Wang Yu sought assistance from Bulgari once more. Soon, the information was sent to his phone, conveniently located not far from the International Finance Shopping Center. Wang Yu took Chen Mingyao back to the car, and she, puzzled, inquired, "What are we doing now?" "Buying a house." After Wang Yu finished speaking, he started the car and drove into the bustling traffic of the magical city. Chapter 40. Zhongliang Haijing No. 1. 3 minutes later, in Lujiazui, the magical city, beside Binjiang Avenue, lies the sales center of Zhongliang Haijing No. 1. This area is filled with luxurious commercial establishments, where every inch is invaluable. Wang Yu parked the car by the roadside, and the staff, who had been on alert, immediately approached. At the forefront stood a middle-aged man, impeccably dressed in a black suit, his hair neatly combed. Behind him was a row of uniformly attired men and women, all smiling warmly at Wang Yu. As Wang Yu and Chen Mingyao exited the vehicle, the middle-aged man quickly stepped forward, extending his hands with enthusiasm, his face adorned with a professional smile. "You must be Mr. Wang, the esteemed guest from Bulgari. I must say, I am pleasantly surprised by your youth and accomplishments. I am Xiaoyan, the sales manager introduced by Butler Lin. Thank you sincerely for choosing Zhongliang Haijing No. 1. Allow me to guide you through the property. I hope we can find a layout that meets your desires." The private butler from Bulgari had directly arranged for them to view the property, and they were well aware of Wang Yu's basic information, being a significant client who had booked a Bulgari suite for a month. Xiaoyan, understanding the importance of such a high-caliber customer, did not dare to be negligent. Upon receiving the news, he promptly led his sales team to the entrance to welcome Wang Yu, just in time before his arrival. "You flatter me," Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. "Please take me directly to your finest model." In the reception room, Xiaoyan presented his cherished Longjing tea, instructing his secretary to brew it. He retrieved a tablet, bringing up relevant information to hand to Wang Yu, saying, "Mr. Wang, Zhongliang Haijing No. 1 has been immensely popular since its launch in 2012. Situated in the prime location of Lujiazui in Binjiang, Adjacent to Binjiang Avenue and facing the Pujiang River, it offers a panoramic view of the century-old splendor along both banks. With the Bun's international architectural ensemble in full sight, truly an unrivaled scenic advantage. The community is equipped with complete living facilities, including nearby hospitals and shopping malls. And the greenery within the estate spans an impressive 400 square meters. With a slight smile, Xiaoyan continued, the community also features dual clubhouses, equipped with both indoor and outdoor swimming pools, multifunctional halls, fitness and massage facilities, and various entertainment amenities, providing residents with abundant leisure options. Mr. Wang, as you can see, Zhongliang Haijing No. 1 offers a variety of spacious layouts, including 4, 5, and 6-bedroom units, ranging from 308 to 1,080 square meters, with an average price of approximately 160,000 per square meter. One can hardly find any properties in the entire magical city that can rival Zhongliang Haijing No. 1. While showcasing the floor plans on his tablet, Manager Li confidently addressed Wang Yu. Mr. Wang and Ms. Chun, please enjoy the tea. The secretary served 2 cups of tea, softly saying, Mr. Wang, do have a taste. This is my prized pre-rain Longjing. Excelente, Wang Yu said as he accepted the cup, taking a delicate sip and nodding slightly. For him, it tasted quite similar to ordinary tea. At least, he could not discern any difference. The average price stands at 160,000, and acquiring a modest 300 square meter apartment requires merely a little over 40 million. It is akin to a mere lottery ticket. The property prices in Lujiazui, even in future generations, remain perpetually elevated. At this moment, whether for personal habitation or investment, it is an opportune time to make a purchase. In contrast to the ubiquitous Tongcheng Epin Online, the Kafko CV No. 1 exudes an understated luxury. At the very least, it carries an air of prestige when mentioned. On one side, Chun Mingyao observed Manager Li and Wang Yu engaged in lively conversation, her heart racing. A property priced at 160,000, even in the finest districts of the magical city, seemed utterly absurd to her. Wang Yu would surely not opt for the smallest unit. She feared that even the last available apartment would be priced in the tens of millions. What was most disconcerting was Wang Yu's apparent acceptance of this valuation. The world of the affluent was beyond her comprehension, a realm of extravagance that defied imagination. Mr. Wang, have you found a unit that piques your interest? Perhaps I could take you to view it in person, as the video does not convey the experience quite as vividly, Manager Xiao suggested with a smile. Typically, as a sales manager, such viewings would be conducted by junior sales staff. However, since Wang Yu was referred by Bulgari, a client of this caliber was a rarity, making the likelihood of a successful transaction exceedingly high. Who knows, perhaps even the pinnacle of their Kafko CV No. 1 could be sold today. Should that occur, the commission would be substantial, explaining Manager Xiao's eagerness. Let us proceed to view this top-floor 6-bedroom unit, Wang Yu stated, pointing at a layout displayed in the video. His demeanor calm. For Wang Yu, it was a matter of acquiring the best without settling for less. He was not constrained by financial concerns. Moreover, he had taken immediate liking to this duplex penthouse, an expansive 1,080 square meters. Situated on the top floor, it offered a panoramic view of the entire magical city. Chun Mingyao felt a jolt of surprise. She had not anticipated that Wang Yu would directly express interest in this 1.08 billion property. It was beyond her wildest dreams. Steadying herself, she lifted her teacup and took a sip to calm her emotions. Very well, Mr. Wang, I shall escort you for an on-site viewing, Manager Xiao responded, his face lighting up. Wang Yu was indeed no ordinary person, commencing his search with the pinnacle of properties. He rose and said, this way, please. This unit is located on the 45th floor. Following Manager Li, Wang Yu made his way to the grand building. The edifice loomed majestically, soaring like a sword piercing the clouds. The group then entered the building. The living room was exquisitely decorated, with crystal chandeliers illuminating the space, casting reflections that danced across the walls and floor, creating shimmering patches of light. The entire room seemed enveloped in the brilliance of gold and diamonds, dazzling to the point of being blinding. Manager Li elaborated. Our layouts feature independent elevator access, ensuring the privacy of the owners while facilitating ease of travel, thereby embodying the exclusive prestige of high-end residences. Please do step inside. With that, Manager Xiao pressed the button for the 45th floor. The elevator was bright, clean, and impeccably maintained. A multitude of individuals stood together, and before long, several arrived at the 45th floor. As the elevator doors opened with a chime, Wang Yu was greeted by an imposing black door adorned with intricate patterns and embellished with an array of unknown gemstones, exuding a profound sense of grandeur. Manager Xiao stepped forward to input a code, remarking, "This magnificent door was crafted by a world-renowned designer and constructed from exquisite stone materials, incurring a cost exceeding 3 million. Mr. Wang, Ms. Chun, please enter," he said, opening the door and stepping aside with a slight bow. Upon hearing this, Wang Yu stepped inside, and his senses were immediately captivated. The opulent decor of the interior harmonized beautifully with the stunning view of the Huangpu River outside, creating an atmosphere of sheer delight. Approaching the expansive window, he spread his arms wide, embracing the unique perspective from such a height. Standing at nearly 200 meters on the 45th floor truly afforded him an unparalleled view of the bustling metropolis. Chapter 41. Acquired in full. Chun Mingyao followed Wang Yu into the room, instantly awestruck by the lavish decoration and the spacious living area. To her astonishment, there was not just one, but multiple luxurious living rooms. The sumptuous interiors, in conjunction with the nocturnal panorama of the riverbanks, painted a mesmerizing tableau before her. Overwhelmed, Chun Mingyao felt as though her previous understanding of living spaces had been utterly transformed. She could hardly fathom that one could reside in such an expansive and opulent abode. What was her modest apartment? A mere few dozen square meters, in comparison. A mere doghouse. Unconsciously, she found herself drawn to the panoramic glass window, her fingers brushing against the enchanting night skyline. The Oriental Pearl Tower and other iconic landmarks of the metropolis materialized before her, as if conjured from a dream. This scene profoundly stimulated her aspirations. Everything that transpired today ignited a fervent desire within Chun Mingyao. This was the life she yearned for. She envisioned herself as the mistress of this residence, free from financial worries, standing atop the pinnacle of the city, the envy of all. However, the realization of this dream hinged upon winning over Wang Yu. In her mind's eye, she envisioned moments of joy shared with him within these walls, culminating in matrimony and a lifetime of companionship. Lost in reverie, she mused, "Mr. Wang, this is indeed the pinnacle of our Zhongliang Seaview No. 1. Here, you can savor a glass of red wine while overlooking the breathtaking scenery of the Huangpu River. When it comes to river views, Zhongliang Seaview No. 1 has no equal. Over here, you'll find an expansive luxury temperature-controlled swimming pool, allowing you and your partner to indulge in the utmost comfort without leaving home. Please, Mr. Wang, allow me to show you the 300-square-meter terrace, meticulously designed by a world-renowned architect, with flora and greenery painstakingly cultivated by master artisans. This generous space provides ample room for hosting gatherings with friends and family, complemented by a professional telescope, allowing you to gaze upon stars that are light years away, all from the comfort of your home. Spanning an impressive 1,080 square meters, this expansive space boasts a soaring ceiling height of 6 meters, complemented by 6 dedicated parking spots. It features dual kitchens, one Western and one Eastern, an exclusive collection area, and a discreetly luxurious reception room. The bathrooms and furnishings are sourced from prestigious European luxury brands, alongside state-of-the-art smart home technology. Additionally, a private gym and billiards room allow for the utmost indulgence without ever leaving home. Your neighbors comprise notable figures from various sectors, including top-tier celebrities. This is the epitome of a celestial palace, reserved solely for true monarchs. Mr. Wang, upon acquiring this residence, all of this opulence will belong to you. You and the enchanting lady by your side can savor exquisite wine on the terrace tonight, while admiring the picturesque scenery along both banks of the Huangpu River. After a thorough half-hour presentation by Manager Xiao, filled with professionalism and fervor, Chun Mingyao felt an undeniable sense of belonging to this place. Who dares to claim this property is overpriced? It is a remarkable value. Alas, it remains but a fleeting thought for her. With a unit price of 160,000 and a total area of 1,080 square meters, the cost exceeds 200 million. Not only can she not afford to purchase a home, but even the property management fees are beyond her means. Mr. Wang, do you find this residence meets your expectations? Manager Xiao inquired, observing Wang Yu standing by the window, hands clasped behind his back, seemingly lost in thought. The opulent mansion, which he could only admire online in his past life, now appeared to him as merely a modest 200 million target. He recalled the years of hard work in his previous life, during which, with his parents' assistance, he managed to acquire a small apartment of less than 100 square meters, depleting his parents' lifelong savings in the process. How absurd! How tragic! How lamentable! Noticing Wang Yu's prolonged silence, Manager Xiao maintained a smile, though a weight settled in his chest. It seemed that Wang Yu was not entirely satisfied with this property. After all, such a substantial target of nearly 200 million would require careful consideration, even for someone like Wang Xikong. Sighing internally, manager Xiao realized that his efforts today might be in vain. The market for such luxury properties is challenging, if they were truly in high demand. Wang Yu would likely not have this opportunity, as wealthier buyers would have already seized the chance. Mr. Wang, should this layout not meet your needs, I would be delighted to show you alternative options. What do you think? Manager Xiao continued with utmost respect. After all, Wang Yu is a valuable client, and purchasing a few hundred square meters would not be an insurmountable challenge. It would not be a waste of his efforts. Perhaps I could introduce you to layouts that better align with your preferences? No need for further introductions, Wang Yu replied, coming back to his senses and waving his hand dismissively. Manager Zhao's heart sank. Was this an indication of disinterest? After all, Wang Yu was still quite young. Despite his impressive family background, he appeared to be merely in his 20s. Other affluent youths his age often struggled to fill their gas tanks at the end of the month, let alone purchase such a luxurious estate. No worries, Mr. Wang. Whenever you have time, I will be pleased to assist you further, Manager Xiao said, forcing a brighter smile to mask his disappointment. He dared not show any disdain towards the affluent, otherwise, he might find himself in dire straits, oblivious to the consequences, for the high seas were not far from here. I want this set, Wang Yu's voice continued. Manager Xiao, please calculate the total cost and provide me with the lowest price. Prepare the contract for me. Full payment. What? Manager Xiao was momentarily taken aback. I said I want this set. Full payment. Wang Yu frowned as he reiterated. Manager Zhao's eyes sparkled with surprise as he hurriedly responded. Rest assured, Mr. Wang, I will prepare the contract immediately, ensuring you receive the best possible deal that will undoubtedly satisfy you. Please relax here. I will promptly arrange the necessary paperwork. Just a moment. With that, Manager Xiao swiftly exited. Once outside the door, he took out his phone, striving to steady his emotions. Manager Xiao felt his heart racing, his face flushed. If this deal materialized, the commission combined with his previous savings would suffice to pay off his mortgage. After more than a decade, the weight of several million in mortgage debt had suffocated him, leaving no room for complacency. Having moved from a small county to the bustling metropolis, he had toiled for years, and in this moment, he felt he truly belonged. His hand trembled slightly as he held the phone, taking a deep breath to force himself to calm down. The call connected swiftly. Manager Xiao, what can I do for you? Standing by the window, with the wind blowing gently, Manager Xiao attempted to keep his voice steady. Xiao Lu, please prepare the quotation right away. Yes, for the property I showed you. What? Has the customer already booked it? Came the astonished response from the other end. Xiao Lu, how many times must I remind you to remain composed in such situations? Imagine if a client sees you in this state. Please bring it over quickly. We cannot keep the client waiting. Yes, Manager Xiao, I understand. I will deliver it immediately. Good. Manager Xiao ended the call and turned back to the living room, unable to conceal his excitement. He respectfully addressed Wang Yu. Mr. Wang, everything has been arranged, and the contract will be delivered shortly. Chapter 42. Points are passing 10,000 before long. Several sales personnel clad in black suits entered, clutching a thick stack of documents, rushing in with alacrity. Manager Xiao hastened to meet them. He received the documents and, with utmost reverence, placed them before Wang Yu, his face adorned with a beaming smile. Mr. Wang, please take a look. The current price for this Tianmu Palace is 166,000 per square meter, totaling 179,379,600 Huaxie yuan for 10,806 square meters. After a brief pause, he continued, as you are a valued guest of our Zhongliang Haijing No. 1. I have taken a liberty to waive the excess of over 300,000, and on that basis, I am pleased to offer you a 5% discount. Therefore, the total comes to 170,050,000. As for the remaining 50,000, I shall also eliminate that, bringing the grand total to merely 7 billion, allowing you to secure this exquisite Tianmu Palace. Mr. Wang, considering your full payment, I have specifically applied for the highest benefits our company offers. Upon purchasing this exquisite Sky Palace, in addition to the originally included 6 parking spaces, we shall graciously bestow upon you 2 additional parking spaces, along with a waiver of your property fees for 5 years. Furthermore, we will provide you with personalized butler service and exclusive regular housekeeping, ensuring your residence is exceptionally comfortable. Fearing that Mr. Wang might still harbor dissatisfaction, Manager Xiao hastily added, "This is indeed the utmost concession we offer at the Cargill Seaview No. 1. For merely 7 billion, this Sky Palace can be yours. What say you, Mr. Wang?" Manager Xiao leaned forward slightly, his gaze filled with anticipation as he regarded Wang Yu. Until the final payment was completed, he dared not relax, for one. 7 billion is no trifling sum. It is a substantial amount of cash, not easily accessible to just any entrepreneur, particularly one as youthful as Wang Yu. Swipe the card, full payment. Wang Yu replied, nonchalantly, producing his bank card. For him, acquiring this sky palace for 7 billion was undoubtedly a lucrative venture. Setting aside the system cashback of 7 billion, the property's value would certainly appreciate to over 200 million within a couple of years. This transaction appeared advantageous from every angle. Moreover, Wang Yu was quite pleased with the Sky Palace, located in the most vibrant district of the metropolis and merely 10 kilometers from the Finance University. Mr. Wang, I shall promptly attend to the necessary formalities. It may take a little time, so please sit down and enjoy some tea. I assure you that I will expedite the process as swiftly as possible, Manager Xiao assured as he took the bank card. Very well, Wang Yu nodded in affirmation. Responding calmly, Manager Xiao immediately dispatched personnel to handle the formalities. For a client of this caliber, time equates to money. He could not afford to be sluggish. Chen Mingyao found it somewhat hard to believe. Although Wang Yu was the scion of the Pioneer Heavy Industry Group, this was indeed 7 billion. He was purchasing it outright? At the sales center, after Wang Yu signed the contract, he entered his bank card password under the watchful eyes of Manager Xiao and the eager sales staff. The transfer has been processed. Just then, Wang Yu's phone rang. He answered it, and a sweet female voice came through. Hello, is this Mr. Wang? This is the Huagua Industrial and Commercial Bank. There is a transaction of 7 billion from your bank card, designated for a property purchase. We would like to verify if this was authorized by you. Yes, it was I, Wang Yu replied. Thank you for your confirmation, Mr. Wang. Beep. The system has detected the host's expenditure of 7 billion, double cashback of 4 billion has been issued. Beep. Congratulations, the host has earned 17,000 system points. With the successful transfer, Manager Xiao finally exhaled in relief, and soon after, a wave of exhilaration surged within him. He could not help but ponder how much commission he would earn from this transaction. Just then, a sales staff member jubilantly produced fireworks and champagne. With a resounding explosion, vibrant ribbons danced exuberantly through the air, while the thunderous sound of firecrackers reverberated all around, and champagne foam sprayed in every direction. The sales personnel on site erupted in jubilant cheers, their faces radiating an uncontrollable excitement and joy. Thanks to Mr. Wang for his support of our Kafko Sea View No. 1. Manager Xiao proclaimed, his voice trembling slightly with the lingering echoes of intertwined excitement and nervousness. He hastened towards Wang Yu, respectfully presenting the room card and the purchase contract along with other pertinent documents, his face adorned with a broad smile. Mr. Wang, here are all your materials. Please keep them safe. From this moment onward, this magnificent canopy palace is exclusively yours. Wang Yu nodded slightly, extending his hand to receive the documents. Mr. Wang, you truly possess both vision and audacity. This residence seems tailor-made for you. Young Master Wang, you are simply stunning. Several young saleswomen at the scene gazed at Wang Yu with admiration in their eyes, filled with infatuation. Handsome, youthful, and affluent, he was the very embodiment of a Prince Charming stepping out of a fairy tale into reality. As he opened his personal panel, Wang Yu mused internally. In an instant, a soft blue light screen materialized before him. Host, Wang Yu, age, 20, height, 188 centimeters, charisma, 92, physique, 120, the normal human limit is 100, endurance, 120, the normal human limit is 100, attributes, double cashback. Effect, all reasonable expenditures will be reimbursed at double the amount. Ultimate physique, effect, from this moment on, you are the pinnacle of human physicality. Solidification, effect, eye of truth. Effect, points, 17, 713. Huaxia currency, 4,063, 894, 628. At last, his points had exceeded 10,000. Yet this only allowed for a single draw from the high-end roulette. A thought sparked in Wang Yu's mind as he grasped the still bewildered Chen Mingyao beside him and turned towards the exit. Subsequently, he drove his sleek McLaren 1 out of Kafko Sea View No. 1. Wang Yu contemplated that he needed to purchase a few more items to accumulate his points to 20,000. After all, a single draw was merely the foundation, and perhaps another attempt would yield something remarkable. Chapter 43. Vacheron Constantin International Financial Center. In the bright corridors of the mall, Chen Mingyao, entwined with Wang Yu's arm, questioned, "Why are we back here again? We just acquired the Canopy Palace. Shouldn't we relish that experience?" To buy a watch, Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. Chen Mingyao could not fathom Wang Yu's line of thought. Wouldn't a normal person revel in the joy after such a lavish purchase? Yet, here was Wang Yu, leading her to shop while maintaining an air of nonchalance. Was this the mindset of the affluent? Good day, sir. Welcome to the Vacheron Constantin flagship store. As they entered, a uniformed sales associate gracefully welcomed them with a slight bow. The store was illuminated brightly, and a subtle fragrance pervaded the air, exuding an atmosphere of elegance throughout. The emblematic Maltese cross is prominently displayed, accompanied by the phrase, "You can easily possess time, but acquiring Vacheron Constantin is not as simple." This leaves a lasting impression on Wang Yu. Good day, sir. I'm a sales associate at the Vacheron Constantin flagship store. May I inquire if you have an appointment? The sales associate inquired with a warm smile. I do not have an appointment, Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. At that moment, a young woman entered, linking arms with a Mediterranean gentleman. The middle-aged man immediately stated, "My surname is Chun. I have a 5 o'clock appointment." "Mr. Chun, we have been expecting you," she said apologetically to Wang Yu. "I must attend to my scheduled clients." Originally intended to assist Wang Yu, she now prioritized the couple. Recognizing the Mediterranean gentleman's affluent tendencies, he was in real estate and often accompanied young ladies for purchases. The associate deduced that, despite Wang Yu's youth, even as a potential wealthy heir, his spending would likely be limited to several $100,000. Thus, she opted to cultivate her relationship with established customers, as the commission from them would be considerably more lucrative. Wang Yu, undeterred by the presence of appointments, continued to browse the store with Chen Mingyao. "Hello, sir. I am sales associate Zhao Siyuan, but you may call me Xiao Zhao. Do you have a particular watch in mind?" Zhao Siyuan, a recent addition to the Vacheron Constantin sales team, was eager to make her first sale. Being a newcomer, she had no choice but to assist the remaining clients of her senior colleagues. Regardless of the commission, her sole aim was to finalize a sale. Wang Yu raised his gaze to scrutinize the sales associate before him. Clad in the Vacheron Constantin uniform, she exuded an extraordinary allure. The fitted attire accentuated her long legs and sculpted her figure into a captivating silhouette. With fair skin and delicately chiseled features, her large, bright eyes hinted at a youthful naivety that stirred within Wang Yu a mischievous desire to tease her. Activating his perception, he discerned the following. Name: Zhao Siyuan. Age: 21. Height: 175 centimeters. Charm: 96. Physique: 90. Affection: 25. Skills: Advanced Sanda, Intermediate Wing Chun, Advanced Accounting. With a charm rating of 96, it was no wonder she was so striking. Wang Yu was secretly astonished by her impressive combat skills. Advanced Sanda and Intermediate Wing Chun, an unexpected revelation. He nodded and said, "Please bring out the most expensive watch in your store for me to examine." Zhao Siyuan felt a sense of resignation, based on her previous sales experiences. She suspected that Wang Yu was merely accompanying a girlfriend for an experience. Nevertheless, eager to hone her sales acumen, she led Wang Yu to the display counter. "Sir, these timepieces have been particularly popular this year. This model, the Vacheron Constantin Traditionnel 402-0000, features an automatic mechanical movement, full calendar engraving, and an alligator leather strap. Currently priced at $255,880. This model, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas 47450009-511, is stylish and versatile, seamlessly blending leisure, sport, luxury, and business, with a current selling price of $88,888. The Vacheron Constantin Quatuor Collection, Model 85050000, is currently priced at $128,000. Do you see any timepieces that capture your interest?" Zhao Siyuan remarked with a professional smile. It wasn't that Zhao Siyuan refrained from showcasing more expensive watches. Rather, she believed that Wang Yu, being so young, would undoubtedly find it difficult to afford anything too extravagant. She wished to spare this handsome young man from any embarrassment stemming from financial constraints. Wang Yu furrowed his brow, feeling that these watches were far too affordable. How many timepieces would he need to purchase to accumulate the required 20,000 points? Sensing his discontent, Zhao Siyuan gently inquired, "Sir, are these watches unsuitable?" "These do not suit me. Do not show me such low-end merchandise. Bring forth your most expensive timepieces," Wang Yu replied with a nod, his tone indifferent. Having already completed a transaction, the staff member, standing nearby, watched with amusement as Wang Yu insisted on viewing Vacheron Constantin's priciest offerings. Their most costly watch was priced at over 10 million. It was hardly within the reach of someone as naive as Wang Yu, and she was eager to see how his pursuit would unfold. With a sense of resignation, Zhao Xiyuan led Wang Yu to a private counter. Sir, this watch is our store's most expensive model, the Vacheron Constantin M. Tiers Dar Series 662-000-0656. It is currently priced at $18,888. The case is crafted from 18K pink gold, the dial is blue, and the strap is made of Mississippi alligator leather. Next, she showcased the Vacheron Constantin Malta Series 3068-221-9477, a classic tourbillon model featuring the 1795 movement, with a diameter of 37 millimeters and a thickness of 6.1 millimeters. The case is composed of 18K white gold adorned with diamonds, and its current sale price is $99,980,000. Lastly, she introduced the Vacheron Constantin Heritage Series 3002-000-7596, with a diameter of 37 millimeters and a case made of 950 platinum, priced at $68,880,000. Zhao Xiyuan presented these three luxurious watches in one breath, then smiled at Wang Yu, saying, "Aren't they exquisite? So expensive." Chun Mingyao exclaimed, covering her mouth with her delicate hand, unable to suppress her astonishment. The thought of a watch fetching over 10 million left her utterly speechless. How could such an extravagant price be justified? This watch was even pricier than Wang Yu's McLaren. She simply could not comprehend how a watch could be valued at $18,888. Even adorned with gold and diamonds, it seemed excessive. Those with wealth indulge in watches, while the less fortunate invest in cars. The added value of watches is exceedingly high. Any price could be conceivable. May I try on the one priced at $18,888? $888? Wang Yu inquired, pointing to the most expensive piece. Certainly. For safety reasons, I will assist you in putting it on, Zhao Xiyuan replied, hesitating slightly. She then carefully retrieved the watch from the counter, mindful of the responsibility. Any mistake could have significant consequences. Wang Yu understood, as he wore a Patek Philippe on his left wrist and extended his right hand, signaling for Zhao Xiyuan to assist him. With both hands, Zhao Xiyuan gently placed the watch onto Wang Yu's wrist, ensuring everything was correct before she finally released it. Wang Yu raised his right hand, observing carefully. It was indeed quite exquisite, perfectly aligning with his aesthetic preferences. Satisfied, he nodded and took out his bank card, addressing Zhao Xiyuan. Please calculate the total. I shall take all three watches. Charge it. Zhao Xiyuan was momentarily taken aback, failing to grasp the bank card Wang Yu extended. Are you really purchasing them? The three most expensive watches in the store? She felt a flicker of concern regarding whether Wang Yu comprehended the price of the watches, and she confirmed, sir. The current price of this watch is $18,888,000. Are you certain you wish to acquire all three? You heard me correctly. I shall take all three. Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. Boom! Zhao Xiyuan felt as though her mind had exploded, disbelief washing over her. Wang Yu truly intended to purchase these three watches. As a newcomer, she could scarcely fathom closing a deal worth tens of millions. Her commission alone could amount to hundreds of thousands. She looked at Wang Yu with a mixture of skepticism. Not only her, but all the sales staff in the store, along with the other customers, were incredulous that Wang Yu could possibly produce over 30 million. The total comes to 35,774,888. After discounts, it is 35,500,000. I will process this for you immediately. With trembling hands, Zhao Xiyuan accepted the bank card and took out the machine to swipe it. Then, half kneeling before Wang Yu, she said, "Please enter your password." Wang Yu raised his hand to input the password. Payment successful. Zhao Xiyuan exhaled a sigh of relief internally. Chapter 44. The Spirit of Machines, Delighted Hiss. The onlookers nearby gasped in astonishment, contributing yet another layer to the phenomenon of global warming. They could hardly believe that Wang Yu had not come merely to show off. He was genuinely wealthy, especially the sales personnel, who were now engulfed in regret. But was there still time for regret? Wang Yu had initially been the first customer she attended to, and logically, the commission should have been hers. Had she not looked down upon Wang Yu? Convinced that his spending power could not rival that of the Mediterranean man, she would not have relinquished the opportunity to assist him. Now, that cooked duck had flown away. She stood there, feeling as though her soul had departed, dazed and frozen in place. Ding! The system detects that the host has spent 35,500,000. Double cashback of 71,000,000. Ding! Congratulations, the host has earned 350 system points. Thank you immensely for your support of Jaeger-LeCoultre. I will add you on Feishin. Should you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Zhao Siyuan carefully packaged the 3 watches, placing them in an exquisite shopping bag, and presented it to Wang Yu with both hands. At this moment, her head remained in a daze, her reactions sluggish. This was a staggering 35 million in sales. Just the commission alone would amount to hundreds of thousands. For a third-year university student like her, this was an astronomical figure. Especially considering it was earned through her own efforts, it was almost unbelievable. Wang Yu found amusement in the situation, chuckling softly as he realized Zhao Siyuan had willingly presented herself. He took out his phone to add her on Feishin, smiling as he said, "Your service was commendable. I shall reach out again should the opportunity arise." 2 individuals emerged from the Guijin Center. Raising their eyes, they observed that dusk had settled, prompting them to seek out a nearby restaurant with an excellent reputation for their meal. This dining experience cost 2,688 yuan. After the meal, Wang Yu escorted Chen Mingyao back to the Tianmu Palace. Within the expansive living room, the interplay of deep blue and soft purple ambient lights wove a fantastical tapestry of light and shadow, reminiscent of ethereal spirits gracefully dancing. Chen Mingyao stood before the panoramic wall, captivated by the dazzling and enchanting nightscape of the magical city outside, lost in its splendor. "Do you like it here?" Wang Yu inquired from behind, offering her a glass of red wine. Chen Mingyao accepted the glass, her gaze revealing a hint of enchantment, and softly replied, "I do. It's so beautiful. It feels as though I am in a dream, utterly surreal." Wang Yu then tenderly wrapped his arms around her waist, leaning in to inhale the alluring fragrance of her hair, whispering, "As long as you desire, you may reside here indefinitely." Upon hearing this, Chen Mingyao felt a tinge of absurdity. Could Wang Yu truly belong to her? Clearly, he could not. As an interloper in her friend's romantic affair, she had no right to claim a permanent place here. She was acutely aware that men like Wang Yu could never be tied to a single woman, nor could they be monopolized. Yet, a wave of melancholy stirred within her. After all, who would not wish to possess such an extraordinary man solely for themselves? Nevertheless, she felt content simply to be Wang Yu's woman. "I'll go take a shower first. Wait for me here. I have a surprise for you." Chen Mingyao endeavored to compose herself, bowing her head and downing the glass of red wine, as if resolving to commit to a decision. "What surprise?" Wang Yu inquired. Curiosity piqued. Chen Mingyao, somewhat bashful, playfully pouted at him and said, "You'll find out soon enough. I'm sure you'll be pleased." Wang Yu gazed at the enchanting Chen Mingyao in his arms, his heart racing with anticipation. He was eager to discover what this surprise could be that would satisfy him. "Go on, don't keep me waiting too long. Be quick." Chen Mingyao left him with a sweet kiss before turning towards the bathroom. Wang Yu watched the vibrant night view of the Huangpu River outside, softly murmuring, "Interesting, I am indeed looking forward to it." System, open personal panel. Ding. The personal panel has been opened for the host. Host, Wang Yu, age, 20 years, height, 188 centimeters, charisma, 92, physique, 120, the human limit is 100, endurance, 120, the human limit is 100, attributes, double cashback, effect, all reasonable expenses will be refunded at double the amount. Ultimate physique, effect, from this moment, you are the pinnacle of human physicality. Stabilization, effect, your physical condition will always remain at its peak. Eye of truth, effect, a mysterious power that opens the door to truth. All concealed disguises shall be laid bare under its gaze. Points, 21264. Huaxia coin, 4099, 397, 316. Wang Yu sighed, finally amassing 20,000 points. He was eager to discern the distinctions of the advanced roulette. System, activate the advanced roulette. As Wang Yu's voice faded, a dazzling golden light erupted from the system's holographic interface, shimmering incessantly, enveloped in an indescribable aura of mystery, exuding an air of solemnity and boundlessness. As the brilliance waned, a quaint and enigmatic roulette materialized before him, adorned with intricate patterns that spun continuously. The intense radiance stung Wang Yu's eyes, prompting him to exclaim, "Goodness! This special effect is rather extravagant. Surely the entries within this golden roulette are extraordinary." System, let us draw from the advanced roulette once. Upon his command, the golden roulette whirled like a wild stallion, its light flickering erratically as he fixated on it, his anticipation mounting. As the roulette gradually ceased its motion, only one pattern remained aglow with golden luminescence. Ding! Congratulations, host, you have acquired 3,000,000,000 Huaxia coins. Wang Yu's expression darkened instantly. Although 30 billion was unimaginable for most, for him, it merely translated to purchasing a few more properties. System, do not provoke me. Ding. Whatever you draw is purely a matter of the host's luck. The system cannot interfere or decide. The system's cold, mechanical voice echoed in his mind. Wang Yu, with a resentful gaze directed at the system, declared, draw again. Be cautious this time. The golden roulette began to spin once more, radiating brilliance. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have drawn the entry, Machine Soul Delight. Machine Soul Delight. When you operate any machinery, you will achieve a state of unity between man and machine. You embody the machine, and the machine embodies you. Young one, do not underestimate the bond between you. Wang Yu's expression darkened again. What on earth was this? What does you embody the machine, and the machine embodies you even mean? Is this a serious entry? Whose entries are described in such a manner? Nonetheless, this entry seemed promising. At the very least, he would no longer have to drive his beloved McLaren at a snail's pace. The Industrial and Commercial Bank of China reminded him, your account has been credited with 3,000,000,000. Your balance is 7,099,397,316 Hua Xia coins. Chapter 45, Balenciaga Black Stockings. 1 hour later, Wang Yu had nearly drained a bottle of red wine, yet Chen Mingyao had yet to emerge from the bathroom. This caused him to furrow his brows. What was Chen Mingyao up to in there? Suddenly, the lights in the room illuminated entirely. Chen Mingyao appeared, clad in an elegant flight attendant uniform, a red scarf adorning her neck, and a hat that accentuated her delicate features. She wore Balenciaga black stockings emblazoned with letters and stepped out in red-soled high heels. A blush graced her cheeks, her eyes glimmering alluringly. Wang Yu gasped in astonishment. Losing his composure entirely, she slowly approached Wang Yu, embracing him with a beaming smile, and softly inquired, Darling, are you pleased with this surprise? Indeed, I am thoroughly delighted. Wang Yu replied with a smile, his hands instinctively beginning to wander. Dressed in a flight attendant's uniform, Chen Mingyao radiated an irresistible charm, appearing even more alluring than usual. What a considerate little sister, so aware of Wang Yu's preferences. Chen Mingyao subtly shifted her body, not to evade Wang Yu's wandering hands, but rather to facilitate his advances. Her long legs, clad in black stockings from Balenciaga, brushed against his. Leaning closer to Wang Yu's ear, she said, Mr. Wang, welcome aboard the flight from Jincheng to Modu. I am your chief flight attendant, Chen Mingyao, and it is my honor to serve you. Throughout this journey, I shall endeavor to provide you with a safe and comfortable experience. Should you have any requests, please do not hesitate to express them. An adorable gasp escaped Chen Mingyao's lips. Wang Yu suddenly pulled her into a tight embrace, exclaiming, Chief Attendant, the plane is about to take off. Why haven't you seated yourself and fastened your seatbelt? Fear not, Mr. Wang. Our mission is to ensure the comfort of our passengers. Now, allow me to guide you to your seat so you may recline, she replied, tugging at Wang Yu's collar as they made their way to the room. I wonder how well Mr. Wang can endure a long flight. After all, it will last 2.5 hours. Wang Yu smiled. I am in excellent health and often endure international flights lasting over 10 hours. I wonder, though, if the chief attendant can withstand it. Such a bold passenger. I hope you don't succumb to air sickness as soon as we take off, Chen Mingyao teased, her face alight with playful charm. Upon reaching the room, she gently pushed Wang Yu onto the bed. He ceased his chatter, pulling her down onto him, his arms encircling her slender waist, his gaze filled with fervor. Chen Mingyao offered no resistance, softly resting against Wang Yu's chest, tracing circles upon his torso with her fingers, her warm breath caressing his neck. Now, please relax and enjoy this flight. Chief attendant, you must attend to my needs during this long journey. I fear I may grow bored, Wang Yu jested. One hand gradually gliding up Chen Mingyao's thigh. The narrative continues with unspoken moments. As the sun rose high in the sky, good morning, darling, Chen Mingyao greeted cheerfully. Wang Yu felt a tickle in his nose, abruptly awakening. After a moment of contemplation, he spoke to Chen Mingyao with a hint of complexity. Are you still? He had presumed that a woman as forward as Chen Mingyao, so daring in her demeanor, would have long since lost her innocence. To his surprise, she remained a pristine lotus, unblemished. Surprised, aren't you? Chen Mingyao teased, nestled in Wang Yu's embrace, pouting playfully. Did you think me so frivolous that a woman like me would have lost her virginity long ago? Indeed, it was unexpected, he admitted. Do you not regret it? Wang Yu pondered, silence enveloping them for a moment before he spoke again. He had never anticipated that he would claim Chen Mingyao's first. The woman possesses an extraordinary intellect. A fleeting glimmer of gold flashed before Wang Yu's eyes, instantly conjuring the image of Chun Mingyao. Name: Chun Mingyao. Age: 24 years. Height: 171 centimeters. Charm: 93. Physique: 82. Favorability: 95. Skills: advanced etiquette, advanced fashion, advanced makeup. Wang Yu nodded in satisfaction. A favorability rating of 95 was a testament to his laborious efforts throughout the night. It seemed he had thoroughly captivated this little green tea. There were no regrets. For girls inevitably transform into women. Chun Mingyao smiled and remarked, I have no regrets whatsoever. At the very least, I have achieved my goal. Wang Yu, intrigued, inquired, What goal? Ever since I entered university and witnessed the lives of the truly affluent, I have aspired to find a wealthy partner and live the life of a privileged lady. Naturally, it would be preferable if you were handsome and youthful, as I cannot abide the notion of being with those middle-aged, greasy men. Wang Yu regarded Chun Mingyao in silence, yet she cheerfully chimed, In truth, encountering you has already made me feel incredibly fortunate. Dear husband, you are truly handsome. I admire you so much. Before Wang Yu could respond, Chun Mingyao's expression suddenly darkened, and she said, Do you look down upon women like me, thinking I am overly materialistic and only concerned with wealth? Yet here I am, 24 years old and having worked for 2 years. Being a flight attendant appears glamorous and is a job many envy, yet the hardships are known only to oneself. The prime years of life are spent aboard airplanes, greeting and bidding farewell to a myriad of passengers, all while maintaining a smile, even in the face of the most unreasonable clients. During festive occasions, while others are reunited with family, enjoying lively meals together, I often find myself on a plane, accompanying strangers. Most flight attendants experience this cycle year after year, eventually marrying an ordinary person and settling into a mundane life of domesticity. This predictable existence, stretching out before me, has become intolerable. I refuse to live such a life. Tears glistened in Chun Mingyao's eyes as her voice trembled. It is precisely within this profession that one encounters mostly wealthy individuals. With exposure, perspectives shift, and many flight attendants yearn for a wealthy partner to embrace a life of affluence. I am acutely aware that my body is my most significant asset, and thus I safeguard it diligently. Chun Mingyao's eyes reddened, stifling her tears. She feigned nonchalance and said, Fortunately, I met you in the end. Otherwise, I do not know when I would have crumbled. I do feel somewhat guilty toward Xingya. With a pitiful expression, she gazed at Wang Yu and implored, Dear husband, you won't abandon me, will you? Wang Yu, feigning silence, observed Chun Mingyao until her tears threatened to spill, at which point he smiled and replied, Of course not. Your desire for a prosperous life is entirely natural. Everyone yearns for a beautiful existence, and what I possess in abundance is wealth and power. As the heir to both the Vanguard Group and Huayao Group, I am confident that few in this vast nation can rival my standing. Whatever you desire, I shall provide. If you yearn for a life of unparalleled luxury, I will grant you just that. As long as you remain obedient, all of this shall be yours. Upon hearing this, Chun Mingyao was elated, exclaiming sweetly, I love you, darling. Now that you've rested, let the journey commence anew. Last night's flight was far too brief. The flight attendants must cooperate splendidly. Yet, in an instant, the smile faded from Chun Mingyao's face. She quickly begged, I can't take it anymore. Please spare me. My love, after last night's exertions, can we not take a day to rest? That is not for you to decide, considering you dare to question me. Chapter 46. A call from the bank the following day. At 6:30 in the morning, the sky began to blush with the first light of dawn. Faint rays filtered through the delicate clouds, casting an enchanting veil over the earth. Shanghai had yet to fully awaken from its slumber. A gentle mist lingered in the streets, creating a dreamlike atmosphere. Wang Yu, appearing quite drowsy, drove his McLaren, delivering Chun Mingyao to Shanghai Pudong International Airport. Her holiday had come to an end, and she had to return to work. Clad once more in her flight attendant uniform, she exuded an air of elegance and aloofness, a stark contrast to the previous day. As soon as she alighted from the car, Chun Mingyao felt her legs weaken, nearly losing her balance. With a melancholic gaze directed at Wang Yu, she said, Darling, I must go to work now. Indeed, Wang Yu had previously suggested purchasing a residence for her in Shanghai, so she needn't work again. Yet, she ultimately chose to return her job. The profession of a flight attendant carried with it a certain prestige, and she feared that without this allure, Wang Yu might grow weary of her and be swayed by another woman, leaving her with an irreparable sense of regret. Moreover, Shun Xingya continued her employment with the airline. She needed to find a way to ensure Shun Qingya accepted her presence. Years of close friendship, combined with her relentless persuasion, would surely leave Shun Qingya captivated. Together, they could solidify their positions in Wang Yu's heart, for no man could resist such temptation. Not even Wang Yu. All right, time to send a message, Wang Yu stated, pulling out his phone. I've transferred you 200,000. Spend it wisely, and if it runs out, come to me. Am I officially being kept? Shun Mingyao inquired, glancing at her balance. What do you think? It's too late for regrets now. I have none. Shun Mingyao shook her head. I was merely reflecting, fearing you might abandon me. As long as you wish to stay, I shall never forsake you, Wang Yu replied with a calm smile. I'll trust you this once. Shun Mingyao stood on her tiptoes and gently pressed a tender kiss upon his lips. I'm off now. Remember to miss me. Love you. With that, she gracefully turned and walked towards the terminal. Ah, this woman, Wang Yu mused with a faint smile. Old friend, let me see your limits. Wang Yu gently patted his beloved car, then returned to the driver's seat, pressing the accelerator. In an instant, the McLaren shot out of Pudong Airport at an astonishing speed. The roar of the engine was exhilarating. This was the true essence of driving a supercar. A streak of yellow lightning raced along the bustling thoroughfares of the metropolis, deftly accelerating and weaving past vehicle after vehicle. The thrill of such velocity was intoxicating, yet one couldn't help but ponder the inherent risks. Behind him, a chorus of shouts and curses echoed, revealing that the citizens of this vibrant city were not inclined to excuse his audacious driving simply because he was behind the wheel of a McLaren. Empowered by the euphoric effects of the machine's spirit skill, Wang Yu felt an uncanny synergy with his McLaren, as if he'd been a top-tier race car driver for a lifetime, maneuvering with unparalleled finesse. The unfamiliarity of being a novice was now but a distant memory. Suddenly, the sound of his phone ringing broke through the adrenaline-laden atmosphere. He eased off the accelerator and answered the call. Hello, Mr. Wang, came a voice from the other end. A middle-aged man. It was Liu Yanqing, the branch manager of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, in Jincheng, speaking with an unmistakable sincerity. Thank you for your substantial deposit of 3 billion recently. We are immensely grateful for your support and trust in our institution. To express our appreciation and better understand your needs, I wonder if you might have some time for a meeting? Wang Yu was momentarily taken aback by the unexpected invitation. However, it made sense. His deposits at the bank were nearing 100 billion, with over 70 billion in cash flow. Any bank would strive to maintain a favorable relationship with such a significant client. After all, the interest generated daily from that sum was substantial, filling the bank's coffers. Naturally, the ICBC was keen to prevent him from transferring his wealth elsewhere. After a brief contemplation, Wang Yu replied, Manager Liu, you are too kind. However, I am currently in the metropolis and cannot return to Jincheng at the moment. What do you suggest? But how fortuitous. I just happen to be on a business trip to the metropolis and have just landed. Liu Yanqing responded cheerfully. Wang Yu chuckled in resignation. Very well. Please select a location. I am available today. That is splendid news. Liu Yanqing exclaimed with evident delight. How about we meet for lunch today? I know a fantastic restaurant that I believe you will enjoy. Sounds good. I shall see you at noon then. Excellent. I won't keep you any longer. I will send the restaurant's address to your phone shortly. Understood. Wang Yu hung up, refocusing on the thrill of driving his supercar. He felt a sense of anticipation regarding manager Liu's invitation. He had heard of the exclusive services provided to private banking clients in his previous life, where wealth could facilitate the resolution of various needs. Perhaps the Ferrari LaFerrari he had always desired could be arranged through the bank. In no time, the restaurant's address arrived on Wang Yu's phone. Jingxi Hui, Bun Branch, in Huangpu District. He sped down the road, exhilarated, the city unfolding before him. 2 hours later, having had his fill of leisure, Wang Yu returned to the Tianmu Palace, seeking to indulge in a much-needed nap. As noon approached, a McLaren glided into the entrance of the financial hub of the Magic City. Wang Yu expertly parked the vehicle, aligning it perfectly before alighting and making his way towards the entrance. The Jingxi Club, nestled on the 4th floor of the financial center, had proudly held a Michelin star for 7 consecutive years. From its grand hall to the private rooms, it boasted breathtaking views of the iconic Bund and the shimmering beauty along the banks of the Pujiang River, with certain spots offering a glimpse of the river's expanse. At the entrance stood a young woman clad in a bank uniform, who occasionally glanced at her watch while scanning the surroundings. As Wang Yu approached, her eyes sparkled with recognition, and she hurried towards him with delight. Hello, you must be Mr. Wang, she greeted enthusiastically. Indeed, Wang Yu replied with a nod. Mr. Wang, I am Long Lily, your personal concierge from the Industrial and Commercial Bank. You may call me Lily. She introduced herself with a warm smile. President Liu specifically asked me to wait for you downstairs. Wang Yu took a moment to appraise the woman before him. She appeared to be around 168 centimeters tall, her petite face as fair as snow, seemingly delicate to the touch. Her captivating peach blossom eyes shimmered with an alluring charm. The fitted bank uniform accentuated her curvaceous figure, while her black stockings clung to her long, slender legs, glistening enticingly. Each step in her high heels exuded a sensual grace, her every movement radiating an irresistible allure. Wang Yu couldn't help but think to himself, what a captivating enchantress she is. As he lifted his gaze, a flicker of golden light appeared in his eyes, instantly conjuring up Long Lily's personal information in his mind. Chapter 47. Personal concierge Long Lily. Name, Long Lily. Age, 26. Height, 168 centimeters. Charm, 93. Physique, 81. Affection, 65. Skills, advanced accounting. Advanced concierge, advanced etiquette. President Liu is awaiting you in the private room. Allow me to escort you upstairs, Long Lily suggested with a smile. Very well, Wang Yu replied, following Long Lily into the elevator, which ascended to the 4th floor of the financial center. As the elevator doors opened, two elegantly poised ladies clad in exquisite kipeos greeted them with graceful bows. Welcome to Jingxi Club, please come in. As they passed through the entrance, the room was illuminated by handcrafted Italian crystal chandeliers, exuding an air of sophistication and luxury. The harmonious blend of Eastern elegance and Western refinement was palpable. A wine cellar towering over 6 meters and an 8-meter tea table crafted from blue jadeite stood as testaments to opulence. Under Long Lily's guidance, they arrived at the private room, where a middle-aged man in a black suit awaited them at the dining table. President Liu, Mr. Wang has arrived, Long Lily announced as she stood before Liu Yanqing. Liu Yanqing rose with enthusiasm, extending both hands with a warm smile. Mr. Wang, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Liu Yanqing, the branch president of the Industrial and Commercial Bank in Jincheng. Hello, President Liu, Wang Yu responded as they shook hands, expressing his apologies. I encountered some delays on the way, and I appreciate your patience. Although Wang Yu's words conveyed a sense of apology, his expression remained remarkably composed. After all, President Liu's invitation extended beyond a mere request for a deposit at the bank. His affluent family background afforded him the serenity to remain unruffled, particularly given the staggering assets of the Vanguard Heavy Industries Group, which amount to trillions. Not at all. I have only just arrived. The traffic in Magic City is notoriously challenging, and delays are quite common, he replied. Please, make yourself comfortable. President Liu beamed as he gestured to Long Lily, instructing her, you may sit beside Mr. Wang. Very well, Long Lily responded promptly, taking her seat next to Wang Yu. As the group settled in, a waitress clad in a qipao entered, gracefully presenting an array of dishes. 3-head butterfly glue, chaozhou puning tofu, flour glue crab braised with sunflower chicken, and the signature old goose head. Each dish, illuminated by the soft glow of the lights, radiated an enticing sheen and wafted delightful aromas. I was uncertain of your tastes, Mr. Wang, so I ordered some of the restaurant specialties, President Liu explained with thoughtfulness. Your consideration is appreciated, Wang Yu nodded in acknowledgement. In his previous life, he had never been privy to such fine service. The bank president, a figure typically unattainable for ordinary individuals, was now endeavoring to curry favor with Wang Yu, a twist of fate indeed. Mr. Wang, at such a tender age, possessing deposits exceeding 100 billion, may I inquire what your family does? President Liu ventured cautiously. I imagine you're already well acquainted with my background. Given your visit today, Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. Mr. Wang, I regret to inform you that I did not uncover any information about you. How embarrassing. President Liu's gaze flickered, and he continued. Might I ask which family in Rome province you hail from? A small micro-enterprise. My surname is Wang. Wang Yu responded, offering no further elaboration. Coughing lightly, Long Lily drew the attention of both men, quickly apologizing. My apologies, Mr. Wang. Over 70 billion in deposits, and yet you call it a small micro-enterprise? Long Lily internally rolled her eyes. In Rome province, to mention a micro-enterprise with the surname Wang could only refer to the Vanguard Heavy Industries Group. President Liu swiftly connected the dots. Indeed, beyond the scale of the Vanguard Heavy Industries Group, who could possibly provide 100 billion in pocket money to someone of Wang Yu's age? For enterprises of such caliber, it was entirely plausible that he would not find Wang Yu's details if he chose to keep them concealed. My sincerest apologies, young Master Wang, President Liu hastily expressed, aware that his private inquiries into Wang Yu's background bordered on inappropriate. Most wealthy individuals hold their privacy in high regard, and for those particularly sensitive about such matters, the enjoyment of this meal might be in jeopardy. Not all. Wang Yu waved dismissively, showing no sign of offense. As the evening progressed, with wine flowing and dishes savored, the atmosphere in the private room grew increasingly convivial. President Liu raised his glass once more, offering a toast to Wang Yu, and remarked with a smile, "Young Master Wang, I trust you have surmised the true purpose of my invitation today." President Liu beamed with a smile, expressing his gratitude for the support and trust bestowed upon the industrial and commercial bank, as well as his desire to become acquainted with the promising young talents of our province. However, the most significant purpose of his visit was to extend an invitation for Mr. Wang to join the exclusive circle of our bank's private VIP clientele. Upon hearing this, Wang Yu nodded in acknowledgement, encouraging President Liu to continue. President Liu elaborated, "Our esteemed clients are categorized into standard, 3-star, and extending up to 7-star clients. With your substantial deposits, Mr. Wang, you far exceed the criteria for even our 7-star clients, thus qualifying as a private banking VIP." He spoke with pride. As a private banking client, each individual is invaluable to us. We tailor unique asset allocation plans according to our clients' risk preferences, investment goals, and financial circumstances, assisting them in preserving and enhancing their wealth. Once you join us as a private banking client, we will spare no effort in safeguarding your interests. Wang Yu replied nonchalantly, "Is that all? That hardly seems sufficient." While these privileges might appear ample to the average person, they felt trivial to Wang Yu, not befitting his stature. Unfazed, President Liu gazed intently at Wang Yu and continued, "These standard services, of course, do not meet your expectations. Hence, we have crafted a bespoke, one-on-one private banking steward service for you, offering personalized and professional financial support. Additionally, we provide exclusive services such as private club memberships, bespoke high-end travel arrangements, art appreciation and investment opportunities, private jet rentals, and premium medical services, catering to your various needs for an elevated lifestyle and social engagements. Whenever you require assistance, our bank will diligently integrate resources to aid you in global asset allocation, solidifying your distinguished status." Wang Yu smiled faintly, taking a sip of his drink as Long Lily, seated beside him, promptly rose to refill his glass, recognizing the significance of her future employer. After a moment of contemplation, it was clear that President Liu's words had resonated with Wang Yu. In this society, resources and connections are among the most coveted commodities. Even with his exceptional background, Wang Yu would never dismiss the value of additional networks and resources, preferring not to burden his family with every concern. Having been granted a second chance at life, endowed with the finest background and system, he felt compelled to achieve notable accomplishments to justify this rebirth. "President Liu, I fear I shall seldom return to Chengdu in the coming years," Wang Yu mused. President Liu's eyes brightened as he responded with a smile. "Rest assured, I brought Lily along precisely to alleviate your concerns. She will remain by your side in her capacity as a private banking steward, ready to address any issues you may encounter. Should you have any needs, feel free to contact Lily directly, and she will consolidate all the resources of our bank for you." Chapter 48. The terrifying resources of the ICBC, Mr. Wang, if it's convenient for you. Shall we connect on Feixin? I am at your service 24/7 for any inquiries you may have. Upon hearing this, Long Lily immediately rose to her feet and respectfully presented her Feixin QR code. Wang Yu took out his phone, opened Feixin, and scanned the QR code. It was apparent that he would be engaging with Long Lily frequently in the foreseeable future. "Young Master Wang, the provision of a personal butler is a privilege reserved for the most esteemed clients of the industrial and commercial bank," President Liu elaborated. He maintained a steady gaze upon Wang Yu, and their eyes met, followed by a shared smile that conveyed an understanding only a man could appreciate. Wang Yu slightly lifted his chin, a playful glint in his eyes. "President Liu, today I truly felt the weight of this arrangement. It is quite commendable." As he spoke, a notification chimed on his phone, indicating that he had successfully added Long Lily as a friend. Long Lily inclined her body slightly, her face adorned with an appropriately professional smile. Raising her glass, she softly said, "Young Master Wang, I toast to you. Should you require anything in the future, do not hesitate to let me know." "Very well. However, I must admit I have high standards. I expect things to be done to my satisfaction. If you perform well, rest assured that rewards will follow," Wang Yu replied, lifting his glass to gently clink with Long Lily's, the sound ringing clear as they drank heartily. Long Lily nodded slightly, a flicker of delight in her eyes. Young Master Wang, you can rest assured that I will exert every effort. Your satisfaction is my utmost pursuit. Observing this, President Liu quickly raised his glass and said, Come, young Master Wang, let's toast to a pleasant collaboration. May your journey of wealth be accompanied by the unwavering support of the Industrial and Commercial Bank. The meal lasted over an hour, filled with lively exchanges and conviviality. Wang Yu glanced at his Vacheron Constantin watch, noting the hour hand quietly pointing toward 1 o'clock. He lazily rose to his feet. President Liu, this meal has been most enjoyable. I appreciate your kindness, he remarked, his gaze sweeping over President Liu before resting on Long Lily. Miss Long, I shall rely on you moving forward. President Liu promptly stood up, smiling broadly. Young master, you flatter me. You are making me feel as if I am an outsider. Long Lily quickly stepped forward, her hands clasped in front of her, bowing slightly as she said, Young Master Wang, let me escort you out. The group descended to the entrance of the financial center, where a prearranged chauffeur had been waiting. President Liu grasped Wang Yu's hand, his face beaming with a smile. Young Master Wang, our time in the bustling city was brief, and I hope it met your expectations. When you return to Jincheng, I shall ensure you are well entertained, and I guarantee your satisfaction. President Liu, you are exceedingly courteous. We are both from the same hometown, so let's not dwell on formalities. When we return to Jincheng, I will surely trouble you, Wang Yu replied with a smile. Life offers 3 joys, and encountering an old acquaintance in a foreign land is certainly one. Wang Yu felt quite pleased to dine with a fellow townsman so far from home. After a brief exchange of pleasantries, Wang Yu settled into the passenger seat of the McLaren One. The vehicle slowly commenced its journey, navigating through the bustling streets of the metropolis. President Liu and Long Lily stood at the entrance of the financial center, watching the McLaren One as it disappeared from sight. And President Liu exhaled a long breath of relief. He turned to Long Lily and said, Lily, Wang Xiao is our bank's key client. You must attend to him well, as it directly impacts a significant portion of our performance. Rest assured, Director, I am well aware, Long Lily replied, her gaze fixed on the increasingly distant McLaren. She understood that being associated with a high-profile client like Wang Yu was both an opportunity and a challenge. If she navigated this relationship adeptly, her position within the bank, and indeed her entire career, could undergo a transformative leap, perhaps even soaring to new heights, akin to a phoenix rising. Wang Yu, young and handsome, came from a distinguished background, and in her eyes, few could rival him globally. It was only natural for her to feel drawn to him. The two stood still, watching the car as it gradually disappeared from view. Moments later, each with their own thoughts, they turned and returned to the hotel. 3 days later, at 10 in the morning, in the Jing'an district of the Magic City, at the Ferrari sales center, Wang Yu parked the car at the entrance. Having asked Long Lily to assist him in acquiring a Ferrari LaFerrari since the conclusion of their previous banquet. To his astonishment, news had arrived so swiftly. The connections within the Industrial and Commercial Bank truly amazed Wang Yu. It was indeed deserving of its title as the world's foremost bank, with a reputation not merely for show. At that moment, 2 rows of sales personnel stood neatly at the entrance of the Ferrari sales center, led by a woman in her 30s, clad in a well-tailored gray suit that accentuated her curvaceous figure. A slender belt at her waist not only defined her silhouette, but also exuded a sense of precision and competence. Her softly curled short hair gracefully framed her face, with delicate pearl earrings radiating understated elegance. As Wang Yu and Long Lily alighted from the car, she approached, her silver high heels making a crisp, authoritative sound against the pavement. Good day, Mr. Wang, Miss Long. I am Lu Yin, the owner of the Ferrari sales center. Welcome. Lu Yin greeted them with a warm smile, extending her right hand to Wang Yu. He reciprocated, saying, Hello, Director Yin. Hello, Director Yin. Long Lily chimed in with a smile. In that moment, a glimmer of insight flashed in Wang Yu's eyes, revealing a system panel before him. Name, Lu Yin. Age, 38. Height, 170 centimeters. Charm, 85. Physique, 83. Favorability, 72. Skills, advanced social skills, advanced management, intermediate taekwondo. Wang Yu snapped back to reality and said, I believe you know why we are here today. With the connections from the Industrial and Commercial Bank, you can rest assured regarding the LaFerrari. Let us proceed to the conference room to discuss further. Mr. Wang, you are quite young. There is no need to call me Director Yin. I'm not much older than you. You may call me Lu Jie or Yin Jie, Lu Yin responded, her surprise at Wang Yu's youth evident. She had been striving in the Magic City for many years, As a private VIP client of the Industrial and Commercial Bank, she had encountered numerous individuals. Yet meeting someone as youthful as Wang Yu was a novel experience. This alone served as a testament to the formidable influence that Wang Yu wielded, one that was certainly beyond her capacity to offend. Since the bank had reached out to her 2 days prior, Li Yan had been on high alert, urgently coordinating the acquisition of a LaFerrari from headquarters. What appeared to be steadfast rules to the average person were rendered inconsequential in the eyes of the affluent. My rules are absolute. Even if Wang Yu desired an immediate vehicle, it could be arranged within 3 days. Conversely, the standard procedure, from placing an order to delivery, typically required a minimum of 6 months. Let us proceed, Wang Yu exclaimed, her face alight with joy. I shall call you Yin Jia, and please, do not refer to me as Mr. Wang. Simply call me Wang Yu. Inside the opulent reception area of the Ferrari sales center, the spacious and well-lit environment was adorned with a grand chandelier crafted from Swarovski crystals, illuminating every corner with a radiant glow. Beneath their feet lay a plush, hand-woven wool carpet, its softness inviting, featuring the intricately woven Ferrari prancing horse emblem that boldly proclaimed the brand's prestige. In one corner, a small indoor fountain added a touch of vitality and elegance with the gentle sound of flowing water. Our reception area is quite splendid, is it not? Lu Yin remarked confidently, noticing how the two were captivated by the lavish decor. This was designed by a renowned French designer, utilizing only the finest materials and furnishings. Despite its modest size, it cost me over 20 million. Indeed, it is quite impressive, Wang Yu responded with a smile. Chapter 49. A call from Wang Xizong. Just as the group settled in, Li Yin was about to speak when Wang Yu's phone rang. Upon checking, she discovered it was a call from Wang Xizong. Wang Yu expressed surprise. It had been almost a month since they last communicated after exchanging contact information at the bar. Initially, he had hoped to integrate into the elite circles of Shanghai's wealthy youth through Wang Xizong, but the latter had not reached out since. Wang Yu had nearly dismissed the matter, understanding that such high-profile individuals often had myriad affairs to attend to. However, it was unexpected for Wang Xizong to contact him today. Is something amiss? Lu Yin inquired with curiosity. Nothing of significance. Allow me to take this call, Wang Yu replied, shaking his head before answering the phone. Wang Yu, where have you been seeking fortune lately? Wang Xizong's voice came through, teasingly. I haven't heard from you, and you haven't thought to reach out to me. Such neglect wounds my heart, my friend. You are the busy one. Your presence saturates the internet, leaving me hesitant to disturb you, Wang Yu replied, nonchalantly. Recently, a company owner had fallen victim to a scheme, facing allegations of assault against a woman, which had sparked widespread attention and debate among netizens. Wang Xizong had been particularly vocal online, attracting a significant audience. Don't even get me started. Because of this incident, I have been warned by my family patriarch, he lamented. Wang Xizong, with a hint of irritation in his voice, remarked, in my opinion, it all boils down to the fact that the money wasn't sufficient. If he had offered a few million, would that woman dare to accuse him of rape? Surely, a few million would suffice, if not tens of millions. Such a prominent businessman being so miserly. And now, look where he has landed. He's even spent some time behind bars, his disgrace echoing across the Pacific. Wang Xizong erupted into laughter, reveling in the misfortune. He abruptly inquired, how is your kidney holding up lately? Quite well, thank you. 7 times a night is no issue at all, Wang Yu replied nonchalantly. So, you're taking advantage of your youth, are you? Wang Xizong retorted, somewhat speechless. When you reach my age, you'll understand. Youth demands moderation. Indulgence will only lead to regret. Don't worry about me. I can manage even at 80, Wang Yu replied, curiosity piqued. Are you saying you can't handle it now? You might want to be cautious. I've heard that the goji berries from Ning province are quite good. Should I have someone procure some for you? Get lost, Wang Xizong exclaimed, exasperated. If I can handle it, surely you can. I'm only 30, the prime of man's life. What do you know? Speaking of which, I was a busy person like you have time to call me. Wang Yu chuckled. Recently, I've been inundated with tasks, drowning in responsibilities, unlike your carefree existence. Wang Xizong replied, a hint of frustration in his tone. Cherish your final days of university life. Once you graduate, you'll understand that being a rich second generation isn't as easy as it seems. If you slack off, your family will chide you for not striving harder. If you do try, you might find yourself lacking the requisite talent. The business world is akin to a battlefield, filled with treachery and danger. Wang Xizong sighed deeply before continuing earnestly. Since our last encounter at the bar, I've been eager to introduce you to some acquaintances. The day after tomorrow, There will be a highly private auction in the open sea near Huagua, featuring antiques, calligraphy, and private collections. I believe you would find it intriguing. Moreover, some of the elite second-generation heirs from the Magic City will be in attendance. Do you have time to join me? It would be an excellent opportunity to meet some new friends. When you ponder for a moment before asking, an auction held in international waters, is it safe? Rest assured, Wang Xikong replied. Attendees will include influential figures and celebrities from various sectors. If you remain apprehensive, you can bring a bodyguard along. This auction is a private event held by Christie's every 3 years, not disclosed to the public, and it will undoubtedly exceed your expectations. Just trust me. Very well. Send me the time and address, and I shall be there the day after tomorrow, Wang Yu responded. I have time until school starts.